Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch my please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but mans keep walking. Yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch my please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
Wow. Guys, I did a very Miami thing yesterday. I went to the Miami Pro League. Yeah.
Wait.
How was that?
It was good. Michael Beasley played.
The GOAT.
Yep. Josh Minot from the Timberwolves was there. My man, Book Knight from formerly the Charlotte Hornets and UConn.
UConn, yeah.
James Book Knight.
It's a very difficult name to figure out how to pronounce because it's B-O-U-K, right?
Yeah, and you're like, is it
N-I-G-H-T?
Boonite?
Yeah.
Is it Boonite? Is the K silent?
Boo Knight would be great.
Boo Knight, man. His career would have been better if his name was Boo Knight. But I saw Michael Beasley play. And it's like,
Real hoopers always knew, right?
but it's the entire Michael Beasley experience. It's like part of it is like, geez, this guy's so talented. And also, how did your team lose by 20?
It's like the
Does it happen in that league too?
Draisaitl and McDavid played in a beer league and lost like 6-1.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah?
But he probably had a bunch of nice moves.
I don't know what I still don't, like, I think playing in a Pro-Am inherently, like an open Pro-Am, there's no benefit to being an NBA player doing that.
What about former NBA players? Because Michael Beasley, I mean, this sort of stretch he's going through, he is more popular now amongst the kids than he's ever been in his life. Like, I have a 17-year-old nephew that talks to me about Michael Beasley all the time. I was like, Miami Heat fans didn't talk about Michael Beasley this much when he was the number 2 pick.
It's funny because I think the current generation and the current atmosphere is most not only forgiving and accepting, but enthusiastic about these kind of renegade outlaws that operate outside the mainstream systems. Like, you watch the NBA, no, I watch these guys play one-on-one on Twitter, on Instagram.
And what cracks me up is like Beasley, all these guys, Beasley mostly, making all these moves, hitting crazy like fadeaway mid-range shots that only like 1% of NBA players are allowed to take. So like the rest of the NBA not doing this, Michael Beasley out here doing this and in his bag, and everybody's like, this is amazing. I love this basketball. Bring that back to the NBA.
Michael Beasley is the most wrong I've ever been about anything in sports.
You thought he was a sure thing.
You and I had a conflict on
I
this one.
thought he was, like, I thought the Miami Heat were going to be his team. And this is
You thought
a
Dwayne
team
Wade would have to
that
bend the knee.
already had Dwayne Wade on it. I thought it was going to be his team. I was all in.
Oh, man.
On I watched him in college, and the Heat, they had the worst record that year, but the Heat did not win the lottery, so they dropped to number 2, and I was like, good. Now they're going to get Michael Beasley because the Bulls are going to take this Derrick Rose who got hot in the tournament, Good. I'm glad we have the number 2 pick.
That Derrick Rose got hot in the
I
tournament.
remember watching, before I ever saw him play in college, I watched same nephew, by the way, I'm about to mention. I watched Derrick Rose high school footage, and I said, this guy's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. And then every time I watched a Michael Beasley game, I got super unlucky because that dude was in foul trouble in 2 minutes. And I was like, not going to see Michael Beasley put up numbers.
He was so good in school. He was so
Not the
it's the
games
most
that I
wrong
watched.
I have ever been about anything in sports.
High school mixtape era of YouTube was such a beautiful time in my sophomore, junior, senior year, so like 08, 09, 10, where we were watching John Wall and his high school mixtape, and I was like, this guy is incredible. And then he would hit the Dougie after, and I was like, yeah, dude, this is it. This guy is great.
Who were you most wrong on your favorite team?
So many people I've been wrong about. Chad Henne, though, comes to mind. I thought he was going to be like the savior
head.
for the
Chad Henne,
Dolphins.
Michigan?
Big brain.
Yeah, he just had that big arm. Man, he's stiff.
I would say for me, it would probably be Tyreek Evans. I like
yeah.
Rookie of the year.
nice.
I-
Can you be wrong if they won a Roy?
yes, because like that was the maximum
There have
he
been
was at.
some weak Michael Carter Williams.
Michael Carter Williams is another one.
Who I liked, by the way.
I like Michael Carter Williams, man. Everyone's like, he's always like, it doesn't matter.
He's 6'6".
He's 6'6" and he's a point guard, and it just
Triple
my
double against
team.
the Heat opening night.
I've like had these judgments on a million players for other people's teams because I've been on TV this whole time. So what was the Josh Rosen as a quarterback? I
the
thought
Rosen
was gonna
one.
be very
from
much like
UCLA.
Dan Marino for the Miami Heat.
Jeez.
I don't know if I thought he'd be great, but I thought Justice Winslow would be something.
We were all super excited when he dropped the 10.
Hey man,
Because Danny Ainge wanted to trade every pick to move up for Justice Winslow.
You know who else dropped to number 10? Devin Booker.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Karan Butler.
was Devin Booker that same draft?
Yeah.
Yeah, they passed.
Well, he ended up going after 10, though.
Were you
but he
about to
dropped
take
the 10,
a
right?
Yeah.
victory lap there on Justice?
Justice
I feel
Winslow?
like you were about to be like,
I
saw.
kind of like, I was like, he's all right. And I remember there was a Dwayne Wade comparisons. I'm like, he's not Dwayne Wade.
There was?
In college?
Oh,
At
okay.
Duke?
Please.
I was like, this guy, I said, he'll be a decent NBA role player.
You know the main drawback with him, or the main like physical trait that didn't work
That
out?
he wasn't good?
Little hands, not big hands. Couldn't really.
I'm with Zaz. I think it's because he
It's a
wasn't good.
big drawback
Yeah.
when you're not good.
If you're trying to put together a great NBA career, prereq, can we call it a prereq? You can't be not good.
Right.
You got to be good.
You got to be good.
Check the box
That's
of
the
good.
starting point. Is he
Yeah.
good? Okay. Moving
gets you in.
forward.
So Justice was not good.
No, you ain't good.
Justice was not served.
You are not good.
Nice.
So wait, I want to think about football players because I think this happens a lot in football.
Oh, yeah.
I
of
thought
course.
Ron Dane was going to be just like a monster.
I have a memory of Dan thinking Mike Glennon was going to be really good.
With
Mike-
that neck.
Yeah.
Almost career.
Very good athlete.
I got it. I know mine. Football of all time. You could not tell me when I was in college that Peter Warwick was not going to be the next Jerry Rice.
It was him.
I seen it with my own eyes, man. That
He
dude
had a
was
decent career.
that dude was Jesus.
No.
He had a decent career.
He didn't have a decent career.
Not
No.
good. What he was in college is one of the best college football
understand.
players we've ever
no,
seen.
comparative, of course, but he had a decent career. Well, I think he was a bust.
What was it? The wideout from Ohio State? That was
Ted Ginn.
Ted Ginn Jr. That
Yeah.
was another one.
And his family.
There's one brewing right now.
There's
that
another
I thought-
Ginn?
No. There's another Ohio State Buckeye wide receiver that I thought was going to be incredible, and he looks like he's headed to bust town.
Junior?
What's his name?
Maserati Marv.
Yeah.
What's his full name? I'm not familiar.
No, you
say
don't.
it.
Maserati Marv. He may be Mazda
junior.
Marv when it's all said and
What's
done.
it say on the back of his jersey?
You think he's going to be a bust?
Junior.
Disappointing for a season. He's put on a lot of weight. He's
He
put
had
on a
like
lot of
800
muscle.
yards his
There's
rookie
videos of
year.
him getting absolutely clamped by a 7th rounder right now.
Wow.
The guy's nickname is Maserati Marv, and he's slow. How did that happen?
I think there's an issue though, Mike.
He's a
He
Mazda
wears
now?
all black cleats. Makes him look a little slower. With the highlighter cleats, you
know what
look
makes him
like
look
a little
slow?
I
faster.
think that the cornerback sticking on his back makes him look slow, probably.
What makes him look slow is that he's slow.
Yeah, common theme here. This
I don't
morning.
understand how he was nicknamed Maserati Marv.
It's a terrible nickname, by the way.
No, it
Too
was a
long.
great nickname,
Too many
especially when
syllables.
it's said by Gus Johnson in exciting voices.
Peter Warwick never had a 1,000-yard season, so I think I got to probably pull back on the he had a decent career.
He wasn't.
I think he had an injury in my defense. Like he had an early injury and it was like misdiagnosed.
I mean, his
from
first
him.
4 years in the league, he only missed 2 games.
Also, he played for the Bengals. That's not his fault.
I mean, you can have a solid career as a pro. Like Reggie Bush ended up having a solid career, had a good start,
Absolutely.
weird middle, cool end, but still disappointing.
Let's do baseball now. Baseball guys. What was the guy from the Nationals? Steven
Strasburg.
Strasburg.
Well, that was just
No,
injuries.
they won a World Series.
'Cause He was
and he was
good.
really
He
good
nasty.
when they
He
won a
was
World Series.
Good when healthy.
That's not a
They-
bust.
they-
He
No.
was very hyped, though.
They made it
like they
seem
made
he
it
was-
seem like he was a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Won a World
Cameron
Series.
Maybin.
Yeah, no, he
Cameron
did win a
Maybin?
World Series.
Congratulations.
He also like crippled the franchise with his contract.
Yep.
For the Marlins, Billy,
Jeremy Hermita.
there it is.
yeah,
That's
there
the
it
one
is.
answer. It's the only
That's the
acceptable
guy.
answer for the Marlins. Remember, they wouldn't trade Jeremy Hermita for Manny Ramirez.
That's when I realized, and this is no offense to this guy because I didn't read him that much, but Keith Law.
Oh, shout out to
huge
Keith
on
Law.
Jeremy Hermita. I was like,
Was
really?
it Hermita or Stanton? I believe it was Stanton that was bandied about.
Hermida was a big prospect, but not as big as
All right,
Stanton.
maybe I'm thinking of a different trade. You might be right that the Marlins did not want to include Stanton in the Ramirez trade, which obviously was the right move. But there was a year with Hermida, too, where they were unwilling to part with him.
No doubt. There were
I think you're right.
several offers on the table for
I think you're
Hermida,
right.
but I think Stanton was one of the sticking points. But I think we asked Sampson, we'll ask him later yesterday. There was a moment there was a moment where Sampson kind of refuted like that they could still have done the deal without Stanton, I think.
What about?
There was one where I knew the guy was going to be not good. And
Yeah, I was
used to
gonna
have
play
this
the
argue-
opposite.
The opposite game.
The
okay.
opposite game.
I knew Hashim Thabit was going to be garbage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, really?
The worst pick in the
I
NBA.
thought he was good.
I've never told you the story. Okay, so
Oh, my God.
the 2009 draft.
I
right?
loved him as a
You
prospect.
can't
was
tell the story
trash.
of Steph Curry without
Hashim
Hashim
Thabit.
Thabit.
The 2009 draft, right? I'm working for Phoenix. We have a deal in principle with the Golden State Warriors to have their pick, which is 7. Steph Curry is a guy that we have on our board. That's like number 1 on our board. And every permutation we do is like, there's no way he falls to 7. There's no way he falls to 7. Minnesota has 2 picks.
Yep.
They need a point guard. There's no way he falls to 7. Even
Minnesota were 5-6, I think,
yeah,
right?
5-6. Even if, like, there's no way he falls to 7 unless something crazy happens. And Blake Griffin goes 1, and everyone thought that was going to happen. And then number 2 was Memphis, and we thought Tyreke Evans, who played in that building as a collegiate player, that was when the Grizzlies couldn't sell a ticket. But then the Memphis Tigers were sold out every night, and like this guy fits the way they everything they want marketing wise,
And he's good.
and he's good, and like it's what they need basketball wise. Clearly, Evans is going to, and then simultaneously we're having a conversation. Our pick was like in the second round. I think was in the mid or to late 40s, and we were like, if the beat falls to us, do you take him?
Meaning the
Really?
Suns.
Second round. That's how like we knew this guy's not an NBA player. Like,
That's
It
crazy.
was literally to the point where it's like, I mean, I guess at that point you just take him just to take a flyer on him.
So you think Memphis was the only team that had like a first-round grade on him?
Yes, or for a lottery grade for sure.
Wow.
For sure, lottery. Nobody else.
But I don't remember it being a shock when they took
It
him.
was a massive shock. Tyreke Evans sold out every night in their building.
Oh, okay. No, you're saying it's a shock that team took him at 2.
Yeah.
But like, I'm saying that if they didn't take him at 2, wouldn't he have still went like top 5?
No,
No
no.
chance.
The other guys were James Harden and
Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio.
Johnny Flynn.
Well, Johnny Flynn.
Well,
Johnny-
Rubio and Flynn were 5'6".
Johnny Flynn was a name. Like, the thing about Johnny Flynn, this is the revisionist history I got to correct. If they had taken Johnny Flynn and someone else good, I don't think anyone would have batted an eye. It was that they took Flynn and Rubio.
Wasn't that when they had like the former sports writer was running their team?
Yeah, David Kahn, Wrath of Khan.
Could you imagine if Steph Curry was pick number 2 and Lionel Hollins was his
Oh,
first
he would've
coach,
killed
and they
him.
were the
He would've been
grit
out of
and
the league.
grind Grizzlies with Steph Curry wasting away?
He would have been out
Wow,
of the league.
Hashim Thabit. Do you want to guess? Okay, so he went number 2 overall. Mm-hmm. You want to guess how many games in his career he was a starter?
Start less than
Starter?
100.
Less than 20.
20.
Oh, there it is.
Attaboy.
Good job.
Went number 2
Yeah, rehearse
overall
that.
pick. 20 starts in his
He
career.
was a statue.
But we knew it like in the moment. Like this wasn't like, wow, who could have thought like but Tony, the game I want to play isn't that. It was like I knew he was gonna be bad and he turned out to be bad. I knew he's gonna be bad and then he turned out to be really good. Because I have a lot of those. I got a lot of Michael Redd. I was like,
Love
get
Michael
outta here.
Redd.
I was like, this dude, he's not gonna be an NBA player.
What a lefty
he
shot.
Killed it. He
Speaking of
killed
lefties, I did not think James Harden would be very good. I saw him twice in person at Arizona State, and I was like, what is this guy's game? I don't understand it.
I saw him a lot at Arizona State. I was there all the time, and I was the most down in the office on him. Like,
He played here at the AAA back when it was the AAA.
Yeah.
I watched him win a game, and I was like, I don't know if he was the third
I
best
saw him
player on
lose
his
to Cleveland
team.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the crazy
I
thing.
saw a guy died in front of me when I saw him lose.
Oh,
to
that was that
Cleveland
game?
That was
State. Yeah,
me.
they were doing CPR and like his left shoe flew off. He died.
Norris Cole's Cleveland State.
Yeah.
And
No,
they had a power forward that I think tried his hand at the NFL.
yes, he was like he played tight end or whatever. Yeah.
I thought shoes just fly off like in car acts, like when you get hit by a car.
Sometimes when you have a heart attack, man.
Really?
You know, a lot of times
I'm
when
not
you're
like
in-
joking about that. I didn't know that that's a thing.
No,
A lot of times
that's-
when you're in public spaces like that and they are doing compressions, a lot of time they're just doing it for show, so people think the person's still alive. A lot of times, the person
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
No
they don't want
way.
to freak people out.
No way.
The
They
chest
just
compression.
carry out a
told you
dead
this.
body.
Really?
The compressions are freaking me out. I'm
People who
not
are
freaked out watching
professionals
chest
who've done this-
compression.
do this.
So
for a living.
paramedics go to acting school.
Ah, if you've got somebody dead, there's a bunch of people around you. You don't want people thinking, "Oh my, that person's already dead." You want to keep the compression.
Nothing calms me like chest compressions.
Nothing calms you like the idea. Oh, this person still
Still has
could
a
live,
chance.
Got a chance,
as opposed to
right.
he just
When I walk
died
by, I
in
see
front
So
of
chest
hold on.
compressions. I'm like,
So when they put like a oxygen mask and put them on the
No, that
gurney,
part I don't know all that. I'm just saying the part with the chest compressions. You want to make it look like there's at least some chance that this person's still alive. I'm not happening
Like
every
until
time,
everybody
sometimes.
leaves the area. Like if it's
No,
at a
until
sporting event, it's like,
you-
man, we got to keep
until
doing
you
chest
take them
compressions.
out of
All right,
the
guys,
area.
go ahead now.
Yeah.
He's fine. I
imagine
promise.
catching a guy. It's like he's clearly faking. He's not
It
even
happened to
doing
me. I was at a parade in Chicago, a pride parade several years ago, and there was a gentleman behind us. There was a big crowd, heat stroke and like of older age, whatever. And they were giving him compressions, and AJ looked back and he studied the guy for a bit, and like they stopped for a second, and then they kept going, and he's like, "Oh, that guy's dead. They're just doing that so people don't freak out."
That's kind of like an American Gangster. Remember, he gets trapped up in the trap and he shoots the guy.
Yep.
And they have to prop him up and then
Yep.
put the thing on him. He's like, no, he's good. He's
Yep, yep.
alive. But he's clearly dead.
Because if everyone outside knew this guy,
It's over.
It's over.
Now,
man.
it
You gotta
might
have a riot.
not be just for the people around. It might be just say, hey, we have to potentially do everything possible because we never know what could happen. But from what I was told, a lot of it is for the crowd.
Billy, you don't seem to be sold.
It just seems like this information and this nugget is based on AJ thinks this happened once. So this happened
he was a
every
medic.
time.
He did it. Like he trained. He was told that was the case.
Look at Izzy divulge his sources immediately. It started with, well, I know people who are professionals. AJ, it's AJ. It's the person I'm with. So yeah, who else? Who else did you guys think was going to be that guy? Ryan Leaf? Did we have any Ryan Leaf takers here? No? T. Martin? Anyone had T. Martin on the board?
No.
I hope for T. Martin.
You did?
Hope. I had hope.
I mean, maybe he just entered the league in the wrong era.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say most recently, if we're talking with the NFL, wouldn't you have and he's still a free agent right now, I believe. Wouldn't you have thought Jadeveon Clowney was going to be like the best defensive end ever? You're like, all right,
a good
he's
one.
okay.
Yeah.
You
Definitely
know?
had the highlights
All right.
for it.
Had a nice career, though. He's in, like in
Yeah,
the
he's
Reggie
okay.
Bush class of didn't quite match the hype, but had a really nice
Yeah.
career.
There are a lot of those guys.
If we want to do locally too, for Dolphins, I mean, I almost gave up my Dolphin fandom when they passed on Brady Quinn.
I was
my God.
way wrong on Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
Way
The
wrong
golden
on Brady
boy,
Quinn. I was
man.
so pissed when the Browns initially passed on him and took Joe Thomas, and then I had to run to Miami-Dade College to graduate, and I wouldn't have
what
gone
it does.
normally, but George W. Bush was the active president at the time, and he was speaking at my graduation.
At Miami-Dade College?
Yeah,
An active
crazy.
president?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
How
speaking?
the hell did they land that one?
So I couldn't bring my cell phone, so I wasn't able to follow the draft, and I just figured the Dolphins are going to get Brady Quinn. The Browns missed out on it. And then to my surprise, when I turned on my phone, I thought we were definitely going to make a Super Bowl because we got Brady Quinn.
I literally shouted at my television when the Dolphins drafted Ted Ginn because we're all counting down the picks. Oh my God, Brady Quinn is dropping. Brady Quinn is dropping. And when they drafted Ted Ginn, I literally shout out, I'm done with this team.
Gotta put those thumbs this way. I don't know if I'm just doing this with Duke guys, but there was a guy I watched play in person at Cameron, and he had one dunk where I swear the entire ball was over the box, over the square in the backboard. Corey Maggette.
Oh, but come on,
dude
hold
Corey
on
had a
now.
good career.
Hold
He's
on now.
busy.
Corey had a good career, man.
Right, but I thought he might have been one of the greatest to ever do it, just based on one game. That's how crazy athletic that
Gerald
dude was.
Henderson Jr. That's who I thought you were
Wow.
going with.
That's a good
Crazy
one, too, though.
athletic. Thought he was going to be better
hairline.
than what he was. Yeah, you know what's funny? It's he and Kobe Bryant had the same thing, which is because their head is sloped backward. The hairline, like you can get away with
You
the
don't
hairline.
notice how
Yeah.
big the forehead is. Yeah.
Same thing with Stephen A. Stephen A's hairline is
with him you notice.
I mean, just the shape of his head, though. It kind of disguises it more than what it would look like for a regular person.
Playing the opposite game of the opposite game that we
Yeah.
were playing. The guy who I thought was going to be great, Xavier Henry from Kansas.
Oh,
Ended up
yeah.
not being that guy.
He was
You play
18.
the opposite game of the opposite game. You're playing the same game.
Yeah.
The opposite of the game that we were playing.
Double
oppositely.
negative.
What the opposite of the game we're playing now is I thought he was going to be trash. He turned out to be really good.
Yeah, the opposite of that. I thought he was going to be good. He ended up being trash.
Isn't
that's the
Josh
game where-
Allen the best example of
Yeah.
that?
Oh, everyone shat
I mean,
on Josh
Mina's
Allen.
really smart at football. Everybody thought that Josh Allen was going to be overhyped.
How much of that
Except
was?
for part of my take. He looks good in shorts.
How much of that was because he played at a small school and like we didn't respect the resume?
I think a lot of it was we watched him too because this was a guy that played an entire college football season at Wyoming with this guy could potentially be #1 pick Buzz. So as a Browns fan at the time, I was perennially locked in on those types of guys. Didn't know he could run. That was that's a big part of his game. And I didn't really hear people say like this guy is going to be the greatest goal line threat maybe in the history of the game outside of Cam Newton.
Jalen Hurts, I thought that shit was over for him. Once Tua took his shit, I'm like,
That's a good one.
Hey, buddy, it was nice. You had a nice little run as a college game manager quarterback, but
I thought it was over for him in the NFL up until he won a Super Bowl because it was just like, oh, they're exposing him. He can't really throw that much. He's got to run. Maybe their offense. Oh, just did it. Never mind.
It looked like a slow release. It just looked like very.
It's a handful of things.
you know
Super Bowl champion.
What's funny is playing this game with movies, and I have a bad feeling that I have a movie that I think is going to be good, but it's going to end up being actually awful.
You better not say weapons.
Naked Gun.
Okay.
Oh man,
It doesn't look great to me.
Hey,
in the
look,
previews.
man, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it has all the makings. Because here's the thing,
It's not out yet?
It's not out. It
This
comes out in
weekend.
August. Oh, this weekend is August. Never mind.
That's right.
Oh shit, man, that's how calendars work. But Liam Neeson is like the perfect guy for this role, man. Because if you think of the original Naked Gun, right? It was basically off the success of Leslie Nielsen. Wow, similar names. In Airplane. And before he did Airplane, he was not a comedic actor. He was a serious actor. He was like doing dramatic roles. And that's why they cast him for that role in Airplane, was because they wanted like the most serious actor to just deliver these ridiculous.
Has Liam Neeson ever had a comedic role like this before?
One time, there was a show called Life's Too Short. It was on HBO. It was Ricky Gervais produced, and it had Warwick Davis, who's the guy that plays Wicked.
I love that show.
That show was amazing.
It was a great show.
One of my favorite episodes is Liam Neeson comes, because there's a lot of cameos from
Val Kilmer,
people.
all-time
Warwick
performance.
Davis from Willow?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Val
Warwick Davis.
Kilmer, there's a great Val Kilmer episode that if you watch one episode from that show, that needs to be the one.
So no, the Liam Neeson one is the one you need to watch.
That was pretty
Liam,
good.
Liam Neeson also did A-Team, which was like not
But-
a super serious
Yeah,
movie.
but-
Yeah, but that's not a comedy.
But it's still not this, right? So in this show, Warwick Davis plays himself, and he's down on his luck. He's trying to get acting roles, but he's friends with Ricky Gervais, and he's always like, "Hey, can you guys do anything for me?" And he's in their office all the time, and they're like, "Yo, you're bothering us." Liam Neeson drops by, and he's like, "I want to make the transition to comedy," and Ricky Gervais is like,
Not
"Oh,
a bad Liam Neeson.
No, it's a great one.
no, you've gone too far." No. So like Ricky and Stephen Merchant are like, "Okay, so what do you like? Let's play a little improv. Like I'm a shopkeeper, and you come into my store." And it's like, "Okay." I mean, ring, like, "Hey, well, good morning. How can I help you?" "I've contracted the AIDS virus." And they're like, "No, hold on. I think
Lighter. I think we
improv
can go lighter."
a little lighter." But he keeps going back to that, and he's dead serious, deadpan every time he delivers. And I laugh so goddamn
Okay,
hard.
I don't know if you guys know, I'm a bachelor this week. I'm going to watch that when I get
Oh
back.
yeah, life's too short.
That sounds really
How was
funny.
dinner last night?
Yeah.
Dinner was great. You know what I
What'd you do?
did?
You ate whatever you wanted.
Whatever I wanted.
Well, okay. So night one was the steakhouse date night by yourself at the bar, old
Just see your girl.
fashioned collared shirt.
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
Filet.
No.
Ribeye.
No, I've been told I was shamed. Last year, I was shamed into the kind of steak that I eat a feminine steak because I like filet mignon. And I was shamed that filet is a feminine steak.
Not a feminine steak.
I had never heard that.
You guys, I got to pause right. You guys were so good yesterday. You were trying really hard to get through that Christian Wilkins conversation. You were, asking for my help, and I was like, no, they're doing all right. Amin's hanging in there. And then later in the show, Zaz called a steak feminine, and I was like, oh,
I didn't call it
It's-
feminine.
it's
I
not
was
the-
told it was
It's not the manliest of cuts. It's not the manliest
it's
of
not
cuts.
even
I
that-
never even heard that.
I'm gonna tell you.
Bone and ribeye.
What does that mean? Like your steaks have dicks? Like
Yeah, a bone and
Big
ribeye.
hog on
Yeah.
it.
It's actually like the bone is
you like to
phallic.
work harder to eat your steak? Okay, you do that.
Tomahawk?
You're manlier.
A tomahawk? A tomahawk? That's a manly
Pre-sliced
steak.
too. They
Of
slice
course
it
they-
beforehand.
that's-
They're not-
come on,
I
buddy,
always
what
tell
am
them,
I?
Don't slice it
Do
there.
I work
I'm
in the
not slicing
kitchen? Am I
exactly
a
right,
butcher?
thank you.
Of course, they got to pre-slice
Thank
it for
you.
me. No, but the
So since
filet,
I went by my
the filet isn't feminine. It's just flavorless. That's why I
It's
don't
not
like
a good cut
It's
of steak.
lean.
It's not a good
I
cut
like
of
the
steak.
filet.
I don't like
Like
lean.
if you go
It
to a
melts in your
place,
mouth.
if you go to a place
that
that is known
butterfly.
for steak, you don't order the filet.
You realize that my point is that feminine is not an insult, right?
No, I know it's not an
Not
insult.
an insult.
Okay. Just
And
making
again,
sure.
I wasn't the one who
Yeah,
was
but-
told this.
but-
Even for steak, yes.
So anyway,
the
so I'm-
steak. You're saying the filet shouldn't be like, how dare you? Call
I'm
me?
saying the filet is the best freaking part of the cow,
That's
which
what
I
I
don't
thought.
like to kill in the first place.
that's
It
I
melts
don't
in your
think about
mouth.
that.
It's
I don't
effing
know about
delicious.
that.
You can
Yes.
make it
It's great.
however you
I'm a
want.
New York
to.
strip
It's
ribeye
fucking
kind of
fantastic.
man.
This guy.
I don't
Men's
need a
health
dude
over
with
here.
those type of abs
Yeah,
telling
no,
me what type of
you know
steak
what?
is good.
All right, what about me? I don't want all this fat. Get the fat out of here.
That's
Give me
what
that
I'm
lean
saying.
shit.
That's the best.
The best
part.
no,
the most flavorful
tastes
part.
amazing.
You guys like chewing a lot?
Yes,
I
yes. That's where the
hate-
flavor is.
I hate that
I
fat.
don't
You know
make
what?
that noise.
You take your abs and you take your steak takes.
The
and
good
you get
fat
outta here.
melts in your mouth. You don't have to chew it. I'm with you, Chris.
So ever since I was told that I order a less than masculine kind of steak,
Same thing. You're doing the same thing.
There's no fat on a fillet, so there's no good fat, like Chris is saying. It's completely lean.
There's
no
enough fat to create the flavor.
plenty
And
of fat.
Do you just cook your steak with no seasoning whatsoever? You don't put any herbs on it? You don't
Salt,
do anything
baby.
like that?
Salt.
Okay.
You
I'm
butter
getting
your
quality
steak.
I'm getting primo steak, buddy.
That's fine. You get the
Butter and
gotta
salt
get
on
that
it.
spoon.
That's what
Yeah.
I do.
You get the
Little,
right
TikTok,
steak.
baby.
Thyme and
Right here.
garlic.
You get the right steak.
All right, so
You
now,
don't-
I
you
haven't
don't need to
ordered a
chew
filet
through fat.
mignon since like Sarah
filet
Palin was
what?
on the
Well, I
ticket.
haven't ordered a steak at a restaurant in a long time because I can make it at home just as well most of the time. So I'm not trying to
You're
pay
that guy.
5 times
Wow.
as much. It's just not that good. It's not that culinarily speaking.
better
I'm
at
not
your
that
house, too?
impressed by a good steak. I don't make the wine, no.
Cocktails better at your house?
Oh yeah.
Come on. What do you order?
No,
then? You go to the restaurant and be like,
no.
hey, can I get a water?
A cocktail
Water's
does
better at
not
my house,
slap.
too.
A cocktail at a nice bar is better than a cocktail.
You haven't
at
had
home.
my espresso martini.
come on, man. What are you talking about?
It is.
What are you talking about?
Take this nice cocktail over to my couch.
Hey,
Like no, give me a
I'm with
nice
you.
setting, a nice music. Like what are you guys talking about?
Bartenders hate making espresso martinis. They
that's what TikTok tells me.
That's why Chili's has had a comeback, in part because of social and the mozzie sticks, but also famously their head of mixology never wanted to make espresso martinis because it takes so much time to make. It's an annoying order. You look at a bartender, a lot of times they'll roll their eyes, which is poor form, but it takes a long time to do it. And then a salesperson just sold them on the ideas. Here's your mixer. It's a canned espresso martini.
Yeah.
And it's like their highest selling drink outside of the
Wait, so they say
Venti.
espresso martini coming right up. and then like, oh, I did it.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
And it's been huge for their business.
They roll their eyes the hardest when you ask, not for an espresso martini, when you ask first, do you have actual espresso? And I'm like, they hate
come
that
on
shit.
now.
They hate that crap.
My dad's the worst. He'll be like, "What kind of beer do you have?" And then he's just gonna order a Miller Lite. But
That sounds-
he wants to hear
That sounds lovely. I'll have the Miller Lite.
what beers do you have. It's just like, Dad, you're gonna get the Miller Lite.
My pet peeve at bars is the pre-mixed cocktail. When it's like, hey, we're old-fashioned cool, and then they go to like I'm like, no, man, y'all, you got to make that
Work
thing in
that.
front of me, man. I'm not getting that thing out of a barrel. What are
If
you
I
talking
hear
about?
like, "Oh, it's smoky," it will come in a thing, and we'll like just get.
Oh, I
bring me a
love, I
drink.
love
Bring
when
me
they.
a drink.
I love the smoking.
It's such a stupid like,
old-fashioned.
they're gonna lift the thing in a
I
circle
love
and then the
that.
billows.
man.
It's like just
They do that at that bar at the Panther games now. That cool bar they have there, and I get
yeah.
that
really good.
smoking. It tastes good.
I did that. I got old fashions with Charles Barkley during the finals, and the place that they did it. Yeah, well, hold on, I got you. They take an orange peel and then they light it on fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on?
It's
here?
flammable?
Carcinogens, baby.
Apparently, orange peel is very flammable, and it does something to the drink that makes it amazing.
For like the
not-
first 2 minutes.
We're
then
easily
after
impressed.
that, the smoke is gone.
Of course we are. We're the easiest people in the world.
Does it make any difference, Israel, if the person who told me that I order a feminine steak was in fact a
feminine-
female?
Oh,
No. It just means that she was improperly taught.
patriarchy.
All right.
That's what happened.
So I've been very affected by that label. And the first night, so
I don't want to
ordered-
get caught on it. Number one, night one was a steak night.
Yeah, I ordered ribeye.
Night two was pizza night.
Yep.
Yes, whatever kind of pizza I wanted.
Right.
I got meatballs on that shit. Nobody could tell me different.
All right,
So
night
yes,
three.
Last night I got Thai food. That's right.
What'd you get?
I got some chicken fried rice.
Okay.
And I also got honey chicken. And I got egg rolls too. I didn't eat it all, but it's like, hey, this is all for me. And now we got leftovers. And no, you cannot have an egg roll because I ordered it all for me.
That sounds like Chinese food.
All right, whatever, man. Like, you know, I ordered
Thai, I
it
thought
from.
you were gonna get a little pad Thai.
A little Patsy.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
Pad
Nice
See
little
is very good.
Tom Kha Gai, a nice little
You
curry.
get the fat noodles or the thin ones for Pad See.
Oh, I get the fat ones,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. It's the
Give me
move.
a fat
drunken
noodle.
noodles.
But that's not what I got last night. I
Thai
got
donuts.
I got
Thai food.
fried chicken, chicken fried rice. Excuse me, chicken fried rice. I got the egg rolls. All right, and I got honey chicken. That shit was good.
Dude, you got Chinese food.
He
You
definitely
got
got Chinese
Panda
food.
Express is what he got.
And I ordered it. Guess when I ordered it? Right when I got home. Because dinner's whenever I want it to be. Dinner tonight was 4 p.m. All right, there you have
Really?
it. Well, I got home from doing ESPN at like 4 p.m. and
And
I
you
ordered
went dinner immediately?
Well, yeah, why not? What am I waiting for?
Had to go a snack later though, right?
No, it was pretty
You were good.
I can't. That's why I don't like going too early because I don't want to come back and eat more later.
I was okay though. I have self-control.
4 p.m. is lunch to me.
You look at me. You say that guy's got self-control.
He
right?
does.
When did you go to bed?
When did I go to bed?
Yeah.
I don't know, like 11ish. Yeah.
7 hours. Man. Hungry.
I was all right. I'm watching shows, you know. I don't have to worry about what anybody else wants to watch. No, I'm watching my show.
What were your shows?
Well, I just started Boardwalk Empire. You know that
Great
show?
show.
That's
Great
okay.
show.
Great show.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I guess that's a weird show to jerk off to, though.
Zaz, what's Miami Live?
Oh, okay. So Billy maybe can help me with this because you're watching the Marlins every single night. I'm not watching the Marlins every single night. Matter of fact, I'm hardly watching the Marlins. And last night, I took like a small break from watching Boardwalk Empire, and I put on the Marlins game on the big TV in the Zazzle Mansion family room so I could hear the broadcasters. And they mentioned last night that they're building a Miami Live outside Lone Depot Park early 26, you know, to be ready for World Baseball Classic.
Like LA Live?
Yes.
Got it.
And I thought, you know,
like
because
Saturday
you
Night
have
Live
all
on there.
those, you have the buildings surrounding, and they're all empty. I mean, what do you say? There's a urologist in one of the,
Yeah.
you know.
And there's a Subway, or there used to be. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's nothing else.
Yeah.
And so it sounds to me like, oh, like they're actually going to do something. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Like, Billy, was this something that people know about? Because it was the first time I heard about it last night.
I mean, they've mentioned it. I was talking to Jeremy, who, you know, is Marlins insider / and I pay by the club to kind of promote these things. And
Propaganda.
he was, like, I think that they're building like an outdoor
Yeah.
like thing
Yeah.
that you can go and there'll be, you know, restaurants.
It sounds
and
like a
bars and
great
whatever.
idea.
Yeah, well, if people go.
Well,
That's the
to
thing.
start it, though, for the World Baseball Classic, people will go to it. For
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess the thing with that, right, is you want people there that aren't at the Marlins game. Like,
Well, but
it's
also
be a
before the
lively area.
game.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, for it to thrive, you need people to just.
Year
It needs to
round, not
become a
just home games,
destination
right.
that people kind of. I think it's similar to like where we did a watch party for a Dolphins game this year outside of Dolphin Mall. It's called like Vivo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of restaurants and like
Yeah.
a PBR and live
Maybe
music
a
and stuff
bowling
like
alley.
that. I think that's the general idea
Yeah.
for Miami Live.
That is actually like a scaled down version. The one in Dallas is awe-inspiring. First Take has been out there. The one in Philly is really good.
Yeah.
Locally, there was a team. The Florida Panthers are playing the Winter Classic out there, and they were behind the scenes very upset with the Marlins because they hid the fact that there would be this active construction site during the Winter Classic from them.
Son of-
But like it's I went to Marlins game, was it last week, and I was shocked by every new stadium in America.
Right, this is the last time we talked about
Yeah,
this.
it has like something around it because, like Billy said, it's not even for people who are, a drink before we walk into the game. It's people who aren't even going to the game, just hanging out. Whether it's Deer District, remember when we were out there in Milwaukee,
Great
Tony?
spot.
Like it's just bar after bar, just facing the arena.
Yeah, there's a Wendy's across from Lone Depot Park. That's it.
There's a Pinecrest Bakery down though.
Even that Wendy's is always empty. Like you'd think that would have a line before games.
And it's an old construction Wendy's. The only thing that it's missing is that like greenhouse. Remember those? Those were great.
That was like the little glass. You like to sit. You take your tray. You sit out there.
Yeah, it's like I'm eating al fresco.
Oh man. Oh, you know what? I feel like all these newer fast food buildings, they've lost their soul, man.
They lack
all
charm.
They don't do play area. Do new McDonald's have like the play area?
Dude, new McDonald's don't even have cashiers anymore.
Ah, yes.
Have you seen this? It's just a
Yeah, you
window.
walk in.
Just a window. You pick up your order and that's it. Like you got to order on the
Like,
touchscreen.
You think you're trying to save time because there's a long line in a drive-through? Nope, it's a walk-through now, and there's people in line for the stupid screen.
There is that random Burger King by Brickell City Center that's like, we're just going to hold on to this real estate until you give us an offer we simply cannot refuse.
With the Burger King, the sandwichery, the pizza place, like that
It's
whole
just
strip
old
mall.
construction.
A cigar bar, I think, is in there.
Come here and sign up for Burger King Kids Club with that dude that looks like Cyclops. We still have the same crowns.
The thing though with those is like eventually they just build around you, and it's like, well, now what are they gonna do with this? Like you just have this little plot of land, and they've built like sky rises around you, and like they can't like connect their own building and build up 50 stories.
That's that Burger King right now. It's like
become
in the middle
undeniable.
Yeah.
That's what that Burger King's plan is.
It's like the guy that had the house that's in between the Lowe's and in the Gables. He's like, I'm not gonna sell. And we're like, perfect. I'm just gonna build around you and choke you out.
That
till
one's
you
an
die.
Instagram favorite, right? It keeps coming around. This guy refused to sell, and it's like, oh,
Have you seen it? Have you been in?
I've
like,
never
in
seen
front
it
of it
in person.
Okay,
I've
so
seen it
we
on
went the
Instagram.
other day for I don't remember what we were there for, but we walked in and I was like, huh, so this is it. I was like, this is kind of sad. The guy's like in the front yard, like just looking around. There's no sun at like 3 p.m. All the sun is gone. He's just sitting there on a lawn chair. I was like,
What's
shoulda
the store?
sold, buddy.
What's the store right next to him?
No, it's an entire hotel.
Dude,
they created like an entire world
Totally
around him.
transformed the area too.
And it's sick.
It looks like Vegas.
Yeah.
Construction's weird to me because, like, you were saying how, like, this Live Miami, they didn't tell
Miami
the Panthers,
Live.
Miami Live, that they didn't tell the Panthers that this construction is going to be going on, and they want it by the World Baseball Classic, which is like in March or something, right? I was at a game not too long ago. I didn't notice active construction. If you want some massive thing built like a soccer stadium, that can go up in like 5 minutes apparently next to an airport because that thing looks like it's almost done.
That's, I think there's a lot of prefab when it comes to the live venues because they all look the exact same way.
Well, so like that's going to go up quick too, and that's going to be done by March. Like if I want something done in my house, I didn't wait like 6 years for that shit to get done. Like how is it that like a little addition or something, or like I want to put a terrace in my house, and that's going to take me a year and a half to get approved and done.
Wait a minute.
But you can put up this entire building.
That's oh my god.
So we got it on the screen right now. Could we throw it on the screen? That's the house that Tony's talking about. Chris, you've never seen this before?
I think I've seen it on Instagram, but I've never seen this angle of it.
It comes up on my Instagram like every 6 months. Like houses that'll blow your mind, and it's like this one they built a Lowe's around it.
You're like, oh, cool. And then you see the story and you're like, oh, not that cool. So the front of the hotel is to the right in front of that house, right? So where the car is parked is actually the back side of the house. The front side of the house is where the hotel is. So you have like people checking in. You have cars. You have valet. You have 1,000 things going on that street. You can't even park your car in the front of your house.
And so are they at a place where if they hated it and wanted to sell it to the developer, would the developer even still give them anything for it?
How much did they offer?
I don't know, but I would troll this guy and have a for sale
Bad
sign
business
on my
for this
lawn
guy.
the entire time.
Never actually.
Never actually sell it.
I mean, have you seen the one where it's like in Asia somewhere, I think, and they built a highway around someone's
Yes,
house
that's the
because
one I thought you were
the
talking
one
about.
person that decided, you know what, I'm not going to do this, and like, well, this highway's going here whether you like it or not, buddy.
It's first of all, yes, it's part of the same Instagram thing that keeps going viral every 6 months, like houses that'll blow your mind. Number two, that was the premise for the movie The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? They were building an intergalactic highway, and Earth was in
Never
the way.
saw it.
It's the premise for the movie Up.
Yeah.
Up,
developer wants to buy the
Yeah,
house.
Mr.
and then-
Fredrickson, he won't sell.
Yeah.
Up, overrated movie.
How about
Oh my!
Eminent Domain's a real son of a gun.
For Up,
No, just
that guy.
general. Like, hey, we need some power lines
Yeah.
here. Get the hell out.
shit, like, and especially if you're black. Eminent domain is like it's a real son of a gun, huh? Like Barclays
had a
Center,
gun.
so a shit ton of people had to move and build that thing. Sad. That's how we're ending this segment. Sadness.
Back in my day, featuring Inflight magazines.
Inflight magazines. Slayed the pandemic. Traveling again. Big bird up. But something's different. I look in the seat pocket in front of me, and all I see is that cardboard pamphlet about the plane that nobody reads, the drink menu nobody needs, and the barf bag. Where's my in-flight magazine? Where did it go? Joni was right. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, and then stole my in-flight magazine. These staples of Americana predated even Greg Cody. Pan Am Airways published the first IFM in 1940. Now the high-flying mags are disappearing like donuts in a press box. Southwest Rag, augustly called simply The Magazine, is gone now. Delta Sky, gone. American Way, gone. Retired after 55 years. Alaska and Emirates Airlines, too, gone. Airline magazines falling from the sky one by one. Some others, like United Hemispheres, are now digital only. Blame the pandemic. COVID killed the in-flight magazine, or rather gave airlines an excuse to make a cutback like businesses did with remote meetings where the office buildings used to be. But more than that is to blame. The digital era stampeded the helpless handheld mag. In-flight entertainment and mobile browsing happened. Airlines have even claimed noble reasons for discontinuing their magazines, like how removing all of them makes planes lighter, which saves on fuel. Sounds like malarkey. Hurtling cabins once were full of rattling newspaper pages held wide. Then those disappeared, and then I was the last flyer still leafing through an in-flight magazine while everybody else was softly chuckling at a movie or listening to music with earbuds. I miss every bit of the airline magazine, the greeting from the airline president, the Penn and Teller at the Rio ad, the dating and hair restoration ads, and the one inviting me to invest in a home care franchise, things to do in Minneapolis, the list of top 10 steakhouses and America's best plastic surgeons, the crossword puzzle inevitably half-finished and poorly by a previous seat occupant. Oh, and the feature story on Southwest Customer Service Agent of the Month. You can't get that anywhere else. Most of all, I miss... Anybody else remember Sky Mall? Oh, my gosh. It was Amazon before Amazon, only at 30,000 feet. Talk about built-in marketing. Bored flyers stuck in a cabin for 3 hours slamming cocktails are liable to buy anything, which Sky Mall offered. I'll never forget the time, after 3 or 4 deep eddies, I accidentally bought a life-size Bigfoot garden gnome for $2,250. Airlines, I will gladly pay extra if the bag I check is a pound too heavy. I'll put up with your cancellations and with a hot meal being replaced by a 1-ounce bag of pretzels. Just please give me back my in-flight magazine. See, I never played that Sudoku puzzle, but I sure did like knowing it was there. I'm Greg Cody, and that's how it was back in my day.
This episode is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
So, Zaz, you were watching baseball yesterday. You took a break from Boardwalk Empire.
Yep.
How deep into Boardwalk Empire are you?
I think when I get home today, I'm going to be watching the season finale of season one. Yeah.
How are you going to catch up on all this TV that you're starting this week? Because you're like, I'm home alone. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to watch this show. I'm going to watch that show. But your family comes back in a couple days. You're not going to be able to.
You know, there might be a practice that you need to try out, Billy. I don't know what goes on in your home, but I'm master my domain. Okay?
Oh.
And so when I want to do something,
Are you?
even when the family is home, I do it. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't still some struggles. Like I told you, dinner is a nightly battle in the Zaslow mansion. But when it comes to what I want to watch, we have more than one television in my house. So there you go.
It's different when you have teenagers, I guess, because I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And I ain't winning that.
No, I got teenagers, and I easily kick them out of the room. We actually have we have rules in my house. My son challenged me a couple of months ago.
Holy shit!
Yeah, my older one is 16. All right, and either
This is
one
the
of them.
runaway?
Either one of them.
Good card, though.
You know what? He's not running away. He's not going to Chicago next month.
Really?
Oh,
Because
come
you're
on,
master of your
Zaz.
domain?
No, he is.
A lot of Arab fighters on that card.
He loves the Arab fighters. So
Why'd you look at me?
So he has postponed the trip with his friends because they've run into an issue where they're not going to be able to get a hotel without an adult. Like my son thinks that he could just walk outside the hotel and he's going to give like a bum $10 as if it's outside the gas station. Hey, can you buy me beer? Can you check us into the hotel? Yeah, that's what he thinks is going to happen. He's going to give some guy $10. Hey, check us into the hotel. I'm like, ain't going to work, playa. So they've postponed the trip. They're now planning on going to the Garden in November.
Big one.
Yeah, that's what he tells
card.
me. Yeah, so that's
With
what.
whom?
How's
How's it going to be different?
That seems like the same issue.
Same issue, okay? But that's on him to figure out. Maybe he has more time to figure it out as opposed to just a few weeks because August is here.
Maybe you have a friend who's 18. I don't know.
Maybe Uncle
You think
Tony.
He's just
Uncle
going to make a
Tony,
21-year-old friend, and then you're going to be like, okay, now you're
Well,
good?
You don't even have to be 21 to check into a hotel,
Buy
right?
beer.
Probably, but probably 18 and a credit card, you know? But anyway, so where was I?
You were.
Your son challenged you a couple months ago.
Oh, yes, that's right. We have a thing in the Zaslow Mansion that if you want to be man of the house, step up, man. You could try and take
Feats of strength?
You could try and take the reins.
Frank.
All right. You want to challenge, you can challenge. And my son, for the first time, decided, all right, I'm going to challenge. And it was a sneak attack, too. Like, it wasn't like, hey, we're gonna fight tonight.
The challenge was you get ownership of what we watch on the television?
No, it just means you're in charge of the house.
In charge of the entire
Yeah,
house?
you're man of the house.
Bills and everything.
No. But
Just
you're
the fun
you're in
stuff.
charge.
Just make decisions.
You're man of the house.
Like the Black Panther ceremony?
You know what? Really similar to Black Panther. Anybody want to step up and challenge? I'm king of this house.
Is
You
this
want to
your
step
king?
up? Step up. All right. And my son, it was a sneak attack too. He came up on me.
So it's a physical challenge.
Oh yeah, well yeah, takedown. You take me down. That's it.
Like
you know,
pin 1, 2, 3, or just on the floor?
take
you're
me
good?
down on the ground. Yeah.
You got to tap out?
Essentially, yeah, but it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see.
Are outsiders welcome? Like, if I wanted your house, could I just show up at your house and take you down?
No, you're not. You don't then become in charge of my family.
You'd have to kill him.
So it's not like Black Panther.
Well, I mean, it's someone who in Black
Well,
Panther they felt they had a right to the throne.
Yeah, in Black Panther, he had to have the birthright.
Some kind of lineage.
It couldn't just be any. Captain
Right.
America couldn't show up and just fight.
Right.
White Panther.
Excellent point, I mean. So my son, sneak attack style, my older one, he's 16, he decided to challenge. Let's just say it didn't go well for him. All right. And as a result, he could try again in 6 months. That's the
Oh, those are the rules. You have
Yeah.
6 month gap.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
like it's not like I get home today. You might try it. No.
So-
You could try again in 6 months.
So you took that ass?
Took that ass, man.
I
So he
didn't
thinks
sweat
he's gonna
that ass.
he's gonna try again in 6. Well, at this point, it's like 3 more months from now. But yeah, in 6 months, you could try
So
again.
Zaz, he was behind you and you kind of threw him over?
He came up from behind me, put his arms around. I'm like, oh, okay. Actually, I think he put his arms around my neck. I'm like, okay. He went for the jugular. All right.
Thinks he's one of the Arab fighters.
And he loves the Arab fighters. And he wants to go live in Kazakhstan for 6 months. He says, I go
2, 3 years, forget.
He says, Kazakhstan, 6 months, comeback machine.
Yes. He's right, dude. What's this kid's name?
My brother
Corey.
Bilo.
Gordy?
Corey.
Corey. Dude, Corey. I love this
Change
guy,
it to
dude.
Gordy.
Yep. Go to Kazakhstan, 6 months, comeback machine. So
I don't
anyway,
know, man. If he can't take you down, I think he needs more than 6 months.
So yeah, he could try in 6 months. He could try again.
And
But,
if he takes
yeah.
you down, then do you have to wait 6 months that he gets as man of the
that's a
house, or
good
you could
point.
attack him whenever you want?
Great question. I have not thought that.
Can
part
they
out
team
yet.
up, your 2 boys?
No.
So it can't be okay. No tag.
No.
And is the school understanding with these how they get the bruises, or
Oh no! I mean, it did. Like it wasn't hard for me. All right. It didn't need to be any bruising going on there. So yeah.
So you
that's
can take down
what's going
16-year-olds.
What's his stature? What are we looking at? 16 was he?
on. He's about an inch and a half taller than me at this point.
Really?
So almost
Yeah.
6 foot.
Yeah, he's
he must be
probably-
really frustrated at this point?
Yeah, he's probably like 5'9.5" right now. Yeah, and he's athletic. He's got a good build. I mean, he goes to the gym.
Since
but-
we're sharing names, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I know her name. I've dealt with your wife a lot. I've done speaking engagements at her school. If you're okay sharing her first name,
Yeah, her name's Tamara.
can we put this on the poll? Are there a lot of white Tamaras out there? Because there was a time when Zaz first told me he was married and he told me his wife's name. I was like,
You're like,
Zaz in a
Zaz,
mixed
how about
relationship.
that?
How about that?
And then I met Tamara and I was like, oh,
Big
no,
dog.
okay.
Like a
Tamara.
like a college basketball coach. Man, it's a
Every Tamara that I grew up with was not white. And
But I
so
think a
was
lot
like,
of them are
hey, Zaz.
Tamara.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's Tamara.
Yeah. So it's I got it with the way
Is
they
her sister
described it or whatever.
named
but-
Tia?
No. Oh, no.
Taya, actually. Taya and Tamara.
So
Yeah, but then I learned not so much. And then like I learned more about Zaz's like childhood heroes like Hulk Hogan and Ryan Sandberg. And I'm like, oh, he's got to type that one. What was your favorite NBA player?
growing up,
Yeah.
oh, Glenn Rice.
Yeah.
Glenn
That's
Rice,
my
come on,
dog.
G-Money.
What's your favorite
I
kind
know
of
you're,
rice?
What's my favorite?
Kind of rice. White rice?
Basmati.
I have fried rice. I told you I ordered Thai last night, dog.
Chinese.
Fried rice.
So, Izzy, you were on Instagram and you saw this video of Luka Doncic.
Yes, man. It was just actually on the screen top of us too here. And he was at a pickup game somewhere in New York, right?
I believe in New York.
Was
yeah.
he at
He was in
Rutgers? I don't know.
Dykeman.
Do we?
Okay.
Oh, we at the Dykeman. There you go.
And he's just sitting there, and somebody with a camera gives him a ball, and he's pretty
Here we go.
far away from the screen. We'll throw it up here as I'm talking about it, but he's far away. Look how far he is, and he just casually doesn't get up, doesn't move a leg muscle, casually two-hand swishes that thing, and I'm like, does anybody know how difficult a shot that is? But then to get it on first, I'm assuming first try, right? Maybe if it was third try at the most. Absolutely insane level of skill. He and Steph Curry are the two people who I would assume are aliens.
So, this is the part that I think sometimes escapes people.
Do we know that's first try, by the way?
We don't, but let's just assume it is for the sake of this argument. These guys, all day long, all they're doing is playing basketball. Like it's like however much basketball you play, I guarantee you it is a fraction of what an NBA player
better.
does. Like I'm talking to the proverbial person like, I love basketball, I hoop every day, whatever.
That's also why I always get so upset at like load management. These dudes spend their entire summer playing like triple header basketball games. It's crazy.
how
to me.
many-
They
of
show
those
up to this
games-
Drew League. They play so much harder than a
Drew
regular
League,
NBA game,
fun.
you know?
But he's sitting down. How many of these games is he sitting down and taking 40-footers? Like,
So
that's insane.
So to that point, when they're not actively playing, they sit down, like in between breaks and stuff, they're sitting down, and I swear to God, 3 for $1. Here we go. How much you hit me? And by the way, when I was with the Suns, our director of team security would do this. And his big hustle was we'd have rookies that come in or new guys like, hey, man, I bet you I can make this shot right here. And they're like, you're not going to make it. And then he'd miss on purpose. And then he'd say, double or nothing. And then say, you're on. And then he'd drain it. And they're like, oh, and we're like, oh, another one fell for KT's tricks, man.
You could probably speak to this better than me, but I love the story one time where, you know, as far as these guys, like they're NBA players, they're professional basketball players. You don't understand how good they are. And I remember the story one time, it was a Washington Wizards practice, and Gilbert Arenas and Deshaun Stevenson were doing a three-point shootout after practice. And mind you, Deshaun Stevenson, not really a good three-point shooter, okay? So to make things even, Gilbert Arenas was going to shoot the threes
Left-handed.
one-handed lefty,
Yeah.
all right? And Arenas still won the three-point shootout by making like 79 out of 100
So-
lefty.
Okay,
Non-shooters hit about that many out of 100. Non-shooters
Right.
in the NBA, if you do a drill,
Right.
now granted it would be right-handed, but left-handed Gilbert
Yeah.
Arenas?
So
About right.
I'll give you a great example. Jason Richardson in practice would shoot left-handed threes. Just for fun, not even for any practical purpose. He just had time and he was bored and he started doing it. Rasheed Wallace, I've seen Rasheed Wallace take 2 basketballs and shoot them at the same time from 3 and make it. Both.
Didn't Klay Thompson
Like he could time it out properly, have one
yes,
goes
it was
in
like-
before the other.
It would be whoom, whoom, and then go whoop, and one of them would have a higher arc too. I think the left one had a higher arc. So it's like, what I mean to say is like, it's not just that they play. Oh, these guys are professional. They play.
What you mean to
basketball
say is NBA players good at basketball.
Pretty
no,
good.
it's not
pretty
even
good.
that. It's like even in their downtime, they're doing basketball shit. So for him to do that, honestly, it didn't even register to me like, oh, how cool was that?
To me, it's insane. Just like you had the Klay Thompson video of him hitting 72 straight three-pointers, and then he just one-ups himself by, I don't forget the number, but it's double figures,
Yeah.
hitting such and such straight left-handed, consecutive left-handed three-pointers. It's absolutely insane.
Sam Bennett said yesterday that he hasn't skated since the last game.
Attaboy.
I mean, that you don't forget how to do.
The other thing too is like those guys are so strong, and we think of it as us, right? Like shooting it from 40 feet away. Luka's 6'7", 235, 40 pounds, like strong guys. So it's just like flick.
But
okay,
think
here
of
it is.
how much of your shots, as you were a point guard and an MB, right? Varsity.
Shooting guard, but yes.
Shooting guards.
Go
Even
on.
better,
Wow.
even better. So you know how much of that shot is in your legs. Now take out your legs altogether and go
Course strength,
40
baby.
feet over there and don't even get the backboard as an option. Like, it's effing insane.
Straight course.
One try.
Straight course.
That we know of.
Oh,
That we
you're
know.
assuming it's one.
Yeah, but I've seen it on one try before.
Look,
even if that one was.
Viral decontextualization works both ways.
Like, there's no chance that he sat there and gave him 12 tries and the crowd wasn't
That's
already
also
just
true.
shitting on
In
him.
Dykeman, they're like, boo.
Zaz, like I said, I'm sorry I interrupted you earlier because we went off on a tangent, but you took a break from watching Boardwalk Empire to turn on some baseball.
Yeah. Okay, so I was watching a little bit of the Marlins last night. They won 5-0. Okay, maybe Alcantara's last start as a Marlin. I don't know. We'll see. We can get to that if you want. I'd like to hear what Billy has to say about that. But anyway, it got me thinking. I saw something in Major League Baseball last night, which got me thinking. I have a top 5, guys.
Oh, whoa. Get the wait, hold on. We got to get the bells and whistles.
That comes
ready.
after he says.
No, I just want to
number
make
5.
sure. Make sure you got it. I'm giving you.
I have a top 5 my favorite things in baseball. All right? Y'all ready?
This is in general, not just this season, like news items.
Like things that
Love it.
could happen in Major
Love
League
it.
Baseball. These are my top 5 favorite things. 'Cause my absolute favorite thing happened last night, so it got me thinking. Number 5, when there's a pickle between home and third.
I literally just said back here, a pickle better be somewhere on
My
this
movie
list.
theater sells pickles.
Yeah?
How much?
$2.99.
Wow.
It's a hell of a deal.
Thanks.
I love a good pickle because I love when it gets all the position players out of their position. And they all have to cover for each
You
other.
got the left fielder running in.
Yeah. And then if they screw up their rotation, it's like, oh, nobody's covering home. Oh, he's in for home. I love that. I love a good pickle.
How often does that happen?
You know, defensively in baseball, a pickle, you're supposed to have one throw. Like, if you're throwing the ball back and forth, you're doing
Yeah,
that
it's
poorly
bad.
defensively.
That's poorly.
The idea is
walk
you're
'em
supposed to
back.
like run the guy back until you throw it and then attack.
Why is one in a pickle? Is it because the pickles are really tight in the jar usually?
That's a good guess. Let me look it up.
All right.
Because then wouldn't you then be in a jar, not in a pickle? You would be a pickle. I'm a pickle.
Dan's on vacation.
A pickle rig. Yeah. What's number 4?
Number 4, when a player hits his first ever home run, and then he comes into the dugout, and everyone ignores him.
The silent treatment.
Classic
love that.
silent treatment.
Love that.
They did that to what's our gator? Caglione? Jock Caglione?
Nailed
is that
it.
Right?
You're on your own on that one, Israel.
Honest
That's right. You went to Santa Fe.
How dare you? I love when they ignore him. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what to do. And then I was like, we're just joking with you. And then they all get super excited. All right, number 3. When something weird happens in the game, one team is upset about it. The manager comes out to confront the umpire, and the manager says, "We are protesting the remainder of this game." And then the umpire turns to the stat keeper up in the press box, and he sign languages the P.
P, that's right.
He signs the P. I love that. It's very archaic. I hope they never get rid of it. I love that.
Izzy, you had a very good guess as being in a tight jar, but it dates back to the pickling process, which is sour and messy back in the day. Shakespeare was the first person to refer to it, and it's just being in what brines your pickle.
To sit in brine.
I find myself in a bit of a pickle.
I'm a pickle.
Number 2, when there's a fight, when there's about to be a fight in a major league game, maybe the hitter, he charges the pitcher, or at least they're being held back, and it's going to be a whole thing. The bench is obviously clear, but the relief pitchers
The jog in
the bullpen,
Oh, yeah.
when they're running in from the outfield, I love that. That is my second favorite thing in all of baseball. I just imagine they're all sitting there. It's like the 3rd inning. They don't have to warm up or anything yet. And they're just watching the game. They're relaxing. They're chewing their tobacco, whatever. I hope you don't get cancer in your lip. And then all of a sudden,
Anywhere else is
this
fine.
fight breaks out. And just, let's go! And they open up the door and they all run out.
There's
love
like
it.
4 that are into it, and then you see the one guy who's like, "Oh, I gotta go." They're going.
You better get to running. and I love that.
That was number 2.
Yeah.
Can we guess? Can we get some guesses on what number 1 is? Because he said it's his favorite thing
Well,
ever
and
in
it
baseball,
happened last
night.
And it happened last
Anybody-
night.
I have a guess.
It's definitely not my number one.
My number
happened last
one
night.
is when they're showing the dugout and somebody has bubble gum and they blow a bubble and they put it on top of the head next to him and he's got to wait the entire game to figure out if he's got bubble gum on his
You
head.
make a top 5.
Okay.
This is my top 5. Number 1, it happened last night. The Baltimore Orioles have a pitcher named Sir Anthony, I think his last name's Dominguez. Does that sound right? Sir Anthony Dominguez, all right? And he's a pitcher for the Orioles. They had a doubleheader yesterday. They were hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. And in the middle of the doubleheader, between games 1 and 2, the Orioles traded Sir Anthony to the Blue Jays.
Wow.
Traded him to the team they were playing.
Your absolute favorite thing in baseball
is
is
my
when teams have a
favorite
doubleheader and they trade a player from one team to the other in that doubleheader.
No, not necessarily a doubleheader. That's super rare we saw yesterday.
okay.
But when teams are playing each other and you get traded from one dugout to the one clubhouse to the next clubhouse, that is my favorite thing in all of sports.
Is that a walk of shame?
Well, he had to do the walk of shame yesterday. In the middle of the games, you see him walking, in the bowels of the stadium. He's walking to the new clubhouse there. And the road one, by the way, because he was in like a nice fancy clubhouse in Baltimore. Now he's got to go to the shitty one in Toronto. And he's walking past his old teammates as they're getting set for the second game. He's waving in the dugout, hey, guys. And he was called on to pitch in that second game. Yes.
Wow, crazy.
It's my favorite thing in all of baseball when you get traded to the team you're playing against.
I think the Marlins did that with Billy Koch once, where they got him from the White Sox while they were playing the White Sox.
I love it.
That's
I
not
love
how I
that.
pronounced his name.
I love that.
Koch.
Yeah, it was Koch, right?
I think so.
So there you go.
Some people.
It's a good list, right?
Great list.
It is. I'll have another one for the next hour. I'll have my top 5 favorite things of baseball. You already got a little teaser on an OLI.
I don't have a whole list, but there's one thing I love about baseball more than anything. I love that they are on the forefront of cheating. It's the cheatingest ass sport in the world. These MFers have found a way to cheat every single man. Think about all the ways they cheat. Everyone's like, oh, like PEDs, yawn. All right. Well, what about? Hey, we're gonna hack the database of our opponent and steal all the scouting reports. That happened in baseball.
That was the Cardinals, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bang a trash can, and that's going to let us know, hey, I'll wear an Apple Watch. You know what? Why wear an Apple Watch? I'm going to wear a wire. Don't
A literal wire.
A wire on it like I'm an informant. Dog, there's no other sport that is cheated like this. Everyone else is like, oh, we're spinning our blood in the centrifuge. I mean, who cares, man? These guys are doing it at the highest level, and they always one up. And I'm like, man, baseball's a cheating-ass sport, but I kind of like
They
it.
got all kinds of substances on their body.
Oh, my
They
God.
got little files on their body somewhere.
The hat is just slathered in Vaseline or whatever that is. It's amazing.
Imagine the cheating that's going on now that we don't even have
even
an
know.
idea of yet. And then 10 years from now, like, you know what they were doing, right? There was a satellite, and it was sending waves to a Neuralink and my brain.
How about when they cork the bat?
Corking the bat. Who knew you could take equipment and mess with it and make it like better? Baseball knew, right? I still can't. The hacking one is still to me like that's tops.
Which one?
The Cardinals hacked the Astros database.
And that's when the Astros were bad, too.
Yeah.
The Astros were not good yet.
This is before all the World Series and stuff. But it's just like the idea that just giving our guys on the juice isn't enough.
That's boring.
I need
Everybody
more.
does that.
Everyone's doing that. Oh, congratulations.
I'm trying to think of ways that basketball players could cheat to this level. Like, could you? There's nothing really you could do. Like somehow make the floor bouncier at a certain spot so that you can really rise
or
up.
less,
Like
less bouncy. That's
or
the dead
less for the
spots,
others,
like at
sure.
the garden.
But then it affects you both sides,
Yeah.
right? Because you're playing on both sides.
That's what
of
I'm
the
trying to
court.
figure out. If there's like one thing that you can
Something
do
in
that's
your
just
shoes,
for you.
maybe, but not really.
There's not really dude,
Like the home court, like every time, every basket that the home team shoots at, it kind of grows a little bit each half. And
But then
shrinks
again, you
back,
gotta-
But it shrinks back for the other half.
Oh, how about a magnet on the rim, and then you're shooting it on one side,
Steph
and the
Curry.
Might be
magnet
a little too obvious.
I've heard that theory from my wacko friends.
That the magnets.
I have this one wacko friend who's got conspiracy theories for every sport, and he's convinced there's a magnet in the NBA rim.
You should have
He's like
him-
the Kawhi.
How did that ball go in? How do you explain that?
Yeah, physics, man.
You know what
There's
you
a whole
should do?
course he can take.
You should tell him to listen to Basketball Illuminati, Basketball Illuminati, Basketball Illuminati.
Third
Say it
eye.
3 times. Keep your third eye open. It is the preeminent basketball podcast for people who are into conspiracy.
I was going to
theories.
try to take that same slogan for Oddball and keep your second ball open, but
Yep.
didn't really take.
They're both open, baby. never restrict them. Now, Mike, as I said earlier, I'm really excited for Naked Gun. I'm really excited for it.
Can I tell you, by the way, right now, early Rotten Tomatoes media score?
No.
What'd
Don't
they
do
say?
it.
What'd
Don't
they
do
say?
it.
No?
Don't do it just because I whispered in Mean's ear that I got them.
Yeah, this is why I was leading.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 reviews in.
Shout of the day.
Show.
What'd they say?
Certified.
That's my gimmick, yo.
For the Naked Gun. Tomato meter reads
Go on.
100%.
Get
That's what I'm
out of
talking about.
here.
That's what I'm talking about.
No way.
That's what I'm talking
Who
about.
are these 30 people?
Overrated then.
See,
Me
the
and
thing
me
is
dad
about the
and-
Naked Gun movies and that style of comedy, it's a laugh a minute.
Hey, every line is just a setup for another punchline.
Those movies have aged with such grace. Of course.
When's the last time you saw one of them?
I last saw a Naked Gun movie last year. I revisit this
For me, it's at
franchise.
least 25 years.
What?
Yep.
You haven't seen it?
Dude,
Hold on.
I'm on an algo
That's
too that
Enrico
shows me, like-
Palazzo. You haven't seen that in 25 years?
How have you not?
I don't know.
I watched half of Airplane about a decade ago. That's the most
Really?
recent.
Airplane is goated. There's so
Come
many
on,
good
man.
jokes in Airplane.
You missed every time I watch it, I pick up a new one.
These people need to be taken to a hospital. A hospital? What is it? It's a big building where sick people go. But that doesn't matter right now.
Airplane holds up good?
Of course.
Yes.
All right, boys, let's take some pictures.
Smoking or non-smoking? Smoking, please. Tickets on fire.
Excuse me. I speak jive.
Oh, God, the jive one.
When he's all sad and he goes to the jazz club and he sits down at the table and the waiters ask him, "What do you want?" And Leslie Nielsen goes, "Give me the strongest thing you got." And then a dude that's just all oiled up with his shirt off stands in front of him.
Oh, man. So Naked Gun, certified fresh so far.
Yeah,
No, not certified fresh yet.
You can't. Well, I mean, 30 reviews in, 100%. This is very promising, and Hollywood is watching this one with a very curious eye because comedies, big tentpole comedies, they're not getting greenlit anymore. These things are having short theater runs. We talked about this a little bit with Friendship, especially the R-rated comedy. It's a lost art form, and studios have kind of forgotten how to market these things.
Is it a lost art form, or is it that, like, I know for me, you got to do a lot to get me to the movie theater these days. It doesn't mean that, like, I don't want to see that kind of movie, but it's hard to get me out to the theater.
I think, especially with comedies, people are so now naturally predisposed in the streaming age to be like, well, this isn't going to do well in the box office and it's going to be on demand in 3 weeks, and it usually is.
Yeah.
And so you're in this cycle in which there really isn't a word-of-mouth comedy that gets people to the theaters. So,
Which was the last of those? Because the first one that comes to mind for me was The Hangover, but that's probably just because we just talked about it the other day.
I was really hoping that a movie like Friendship would be that kind of movie, because Friendship is really hilarious, and it struggled to really get that word of mouth going. And it also released in a time where there's so many tentpole franchises releasing in theaters and big time summer movies. Yeah, I think comedies should maybe really try to look at like that February, that dead zone in the box office to see if they can kind of bring it back. But this one is going for it. It's a summer comedy film that is trying to bring back a very specific genre in comedy that has lied dormant basically since Leslie Nielsen went away.
Well, here's the thing. The parody movies went away, and then you had Don't Be a Menace to South Central, and then Scary Movie, and then Scary Movie had all those sequels.
Scary
and
Movie brought it back.
Not Another Teen Movie, and Vampires Suck, and all those. And they were just lazier and lazier and lazier. The thing about Airplane and Naked Gun were the jokes, while silly, were clever. They were clever jokes, right? And
there was great joke writing in that.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just spoofing like epic movies.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is not just a parody of 300.
Right.
They'll do some, I mean, Naked Gun was parodying
like Dragnet
and
those
cop
police
shows.
procedural shows
But
of
it
the
was a
50s.
lot of original joke writing that went into that.
Cuban? No, Dutch Irish. My mother's from Wales. It's just Man, it reminds me of like Dumb and Dumber. I'm like, one of the smartest jokes in Dumb and Dumber is pull over, pull over. Actually, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. Right? That's such a great joke written, but obviously it's like a dumb topic or whatever.
I just had a whole debate in my head about whether, with the more sort of recreational usage of marijuana, you would think that comedies and theaters would do better. But then I just sort of played that out, and it's like you get high and then you just don't want to leave the house. So you just want something funny at home anyway.
I'll tell you what, man. I got a bold take for you. Okay. I think the comedies are coming back. I think this movie is going to be incredible. It's going to set all types of box office numbers from like the last decade in terms of the comedic, the straight comedy movie, no special effects, no CGI or anything.
I think part of the reason why these things really haven't taken off at the box office is because they're just not being made. Like, think about just what you do at home. You're also not really watching comedies at home. If you're watching a comedy, it's something that's proven that you've loved, that you're revisiting from 20 years ago. The new, fresh comedy, very rarely something that you do. Occasionally you'll get, like, Ricky Stenicki was okay.
That was all right.
But Happy Gilmore more recently was something.
Another bold take.
You know what?
Happy Gilmore 2 sucks.
Nah, that's not that bold. You know what I just thought of is I actually saw Eddie Murphy Raw in a movie theater. I was 9 years old. I shouldn't have been in there. But Eddie Murphy Raw in the movie theater. Like that.
Oh, that would have been
a stand-up comedian.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy. You know what? I got a bold take for you. I don't think it would have been as funny in the theater. I think the part of what made Raw so great, well, at least for me, was you got your hands on a tape, and you're not supposed to have this tape. Because I saw it as a kid, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, so my experience was similar, but it's because my aunt and uncle, my cool aunt and uncle, brought me and my older sister. So we were like watching something that we like, oh, am I supposed to listen to this? And it was pretty fun.
I don't know if you guys saw what came out yesterday, the report, because you're saying that the Naked Gun is going to come and it's going to save comedy.
Yeah,
and
my
that
bold take.
Happy Gilmore 2 was terrible. I don't know if you saw the report that came out yesterday, but Netflix released that it was streamed 46.7 million times. So I did some math on this, and I figured, okay, 46.7 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not people that watch it. Some people watch it 2, some people watch it 3. So I said, you know what, like, we multiply that 46.7 million by, let's say, like 1.5 more or less average, right? Then you get a number of people more or less that watched it. And then if you multiply that, I looked up the average ticket price is like $16.08.
Isn't that crazy, by the way?
So well, that's like the national average.
Is it? It's
yeah,
like $12 by my house.
Well, you're on the lower
You know how
end.
averages work?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Wow.
Of all people.
That's a bold take by you,
That's
Chris.
crazier than Tony correcting Billy's grammar.
So you multiply that by like 16.10, let's say, so 16.10 for a movie ticket. I'll tell you this, by my calculations and how movie projections go, Happy Gilmore was the biggest opening ever. It made $1.1 billion first weekend.
That's a bold.
I would say comedy's back.
I kind of want to see how long you can go with the bold puns before I jump in.
It's not even a pun. I just keep saying it's the boldest take because we're trying to do a thing here, and all of you guys keep running over it.
Thank you, Amin, for that seamless transition. It's
I knew
the boldest.
exactly what you were
It's the
doing.
boldest take from Boost Mobile, and of course, presented, like I just said, by Boost Mobile, the newest 5G network in the country.
Bill Joel doesn't have the pizzazz that Billy Joel does.
Hi, my name is Ari. I am calling from a payphone. My hot take is that Denzel Washington is not a good actor.
Oh.
All right, I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, you hang up forever.
Hi, Justin from Seattle. How come in fantasy football they don't have offensive line as a category? You can pick a whole defense and special teams, but you can't pick an offensive line. And there's plenty of great stats that they can gain and lose points with. Thank you.
This is Josh calling on a mobile from North Carolina. Who is Ray LaFrance? Who is Ray LaFrance? Who is Ray LaFrance? Who is Ray LaFrance? He had a good career, but he wasn't no Shaq. A better comp would be Michael Doliak. Who is Ray LaFrance? Who is Ray LaFrance?
Okay.
Who is Ray LaFrance? Who is Ray LaFrance? Limited Fake Tim Kirchin. Dan, this week we had a walk-off catcher's interference for the first time since 1971.
Hi, this is Dan from Green Bay. My boldest take is that cake is just dessert lasagna. I'll hang up and listen.
That's a good crop other than the one that was just awful.
Bill Joel doesn't slap.
No.
You don't think Denzel's a bad actor?
Come on, man.
You're willing to hear an argument there?
There is no argument.
I've heard he plays similar roles.
There is no argument. Well,
At first, the Kirkchin, I was like, this isn't good, but it got really
better
good.
and better. It was so good.
Yeah, no, similar roles.
I like the
David
guy,
Washington, right?
the Rafe LaFrance guy, hanging in there.
Yeah.
That's a strong take.
He started, and I was like, and then when he got to like the lyrics, I was like, oh wait, he's onto it. And then by the second hook, I'm in. Offensive line and fantasy, how would that work?
I really like that idea.
How would that work?
You go with like a rushing yard threshold. You go with sacks allowed. That's negative points.
That is one way to boost up your running backs, I guess, if you're like a running back threshold, but also negative points, right? Sacks allowed, negative plays.
No.
Then you could do the combo like you do with quarterbacks and receivers. You could get offensive line, running back combos.
So
stack.
so the offensive line, fantasy-wise, would just be able to hurt you. They can't actually help you. It's just negative points for bad things.
If you get like 200 rushing yards, you get bonus.
Similar to defenses. It's also like, well, what could have been? I just get like 4 points when this guy's got the Eagles and they're racking up 25.
If you have one of those teams that runs an offensive lineman, you get the touchdown regardless of which offensive lineman it is or throws to an offensive lineman.
And if a fat man touchdown?
Oh, I'll tell you what it is. You saying if someone rushes 200 yards, I say no. It's anytime there's short yardage because that's really when the offensive line comes in, right? It's like it was a goal line.
4th and 1 situation.
4th and 1s, yeah. How many 4th and 1s you converted?
1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
I would never be in that league.
Yeah, it's a loser's league.
That is ridiculous. Offensive line league? And don't even get me started on IDP. You know what
Please,
IDP is?
IDP, give me a break.
Individual defensive players? I would never be in your league. Don't ask me.
Chad Greenway had 19 tackles and I lost because he had 19 tackles.
Who gives a shit?
I had Patrick Willis once at his peak. Loved it.
That's a garbage league you were in.
Everybody knows football's quarterbacks, receivers, running backs,
Yeah.
tight ends. That's it.
But everyone knows fantasy football's that. That's right.
D'Amico Ryan, so what a snag.
I've never played an IDP league. I'm with you there.
Good.
That's
Good
a
for
little
you.
crazy.
Too much. It's just too much.
IDP isn't an individual development plan? Like that's an HR term.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's a
Dorsey
There's just certain
term.
words I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna know what racketeering is. Just don't tell. I'm just never gonna know.
Really?
You can tell me right now. I won't remember.
I think it's an
5
Olympic
minutes from now.
sport.
Yeah.
Racketeering.
Yeah. They do that in the Olympics.
Did he got a bronze? Like,
Oh, he's
No,
gold
he didn't
medal.
even place. He didn't even place on Rico.
oh, that's right. Rico, man, Rico's such a cool look.
Rico much better.
I don't want to get caught with a Rico charge, but it kind of sounds cool. If I'm gonna get
Amin
accused-
Hassan, part of this Rico.
Rico, man, they got
Wow.
they hit him with the Rico.
I'll also never know what that means, but it feels like more Hispanic people do that.
No, that's for mafia. That's when the police, they're trying to put together a case like, we could get them on a Rico.
A Rico.
That's very exciting when
It
that
does
happens.
sound a little racist. Now that I think
It
about
really does.
Hey, Rico, you're going to jail for a long time.
Listen up. Time to think fast. Is this a real or fake podcast?
I feel like I have a good hand this week.
I don't like the lack of pageantry.
We have a new contestant.
There you go.
Izzy Gutierrez, what do you do for a living?
I guess podcaster.
Well, that makes sense with this game. First one, In the Trenches with AQ Shipley.
Wow. This one where the title is fine. It's the player that's intriguing.
Super Bowl champion AQ Shipley.
Okay, there's
Would he
more
be
information about him
podcasting,
than I've
though?
ever known.
Would he be podcasting?
Give me the headline again, or the title again.
In the Trenches.
In the trenches.
a
I'm gonna
good
say that's
podcast
too
name.
easy.
That's a good podcast.
I don't like that
name.
Zaslo's on the computer.
I'm gonna say fake. I'm gonna say fake
I'm-
podcast.
I'm gonna say real. In the
Zaz?
Trenches is a great podcast name.
Zaz, what are you doing?
No, I'm looking at something completely unrelated, actually.
Yeah.
Looking at a
We're
Sidney
doing some
Sweeney ad.
research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning a little bit about a Rico case.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, do you think In the Trenches with AQ Shipley is a real or fake podcast?
I'm saying real.
He's got the Wikipedia page.
AQ Shipley was on the Pat McAfee show promoting his podcast for an hour yesterday. It is real.
Hey!
I'm Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Next podcast. Life is Short with Justin Long.
Wow. Life is Short. Who's Justin Long?
He was big in the early 2000s.
Yeah, big Marlins fan.
Yeah, you remember him?
No.
Drag Me to Hell.
He was
He's an
in
actor.
Accepted.
Oh, okay, an actor.
He's in
Got it.
Barbarian.
Got it.
Waiting.
I remember him now. He's got that weird face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's real.
Life is Short with Justin Long. Amin?
I'm going to say not real. I don't think Justin Long has a podcast.
I'm going not real. I don't think he has a podcast.
It is a real podcast.
Wow. Look at me.
One for two.
Is real.
Big Mouth with Lisa Renna.
Ooh. Is this a podcast that goes over episodes of Big Mouth or seasons of the show
Well,
Big
she's
Mouth?
a famous entertainment reporter.
With a big
And
mouth?
She has a big mouth.
Oh, okay. She gossips.
Dude, first of all, I thought of the show Big Mouth. Then you said Lisa Renna, and I thought Lisa Ann. And I was like, oh.
She also has a big mouth.
I know.
I'm going to say
I've
fake.
seen it.
I go fake.
I'm going to say well, fake. She's not. I don't think she's self-aware, like self-confident enough to make fun of something that people make fun of her for.
I'm going to go fake because I don't know that fool, so I got to go fake.
You don't know Lisa Renna?
Nah.
It is a fake podcast. From the Point.
Wait. I missed that because Chris was
'Cause
talking
Chris
in my
talked
ear
to
at that
us, yeah.
very moment at the reveal. What was it, real or fake?
It was a fake
Okay,
podcast.
woohoo! Sorry, I
Thanks,
couldn't
guys.
celebrate properly, Chris.
I got it. Just keep going.
Not your fault.
We're good.
From the Point with Trey Young. Real or fake podcast?
Oh, I have a little insight on this one. I know that he was trying to get a podcast
Me
with
too.
iHeart,
Yeah.
or a couple other people.
Well.
And so I think this one's real.
I think it's fake because I heard the same thing.
Because he led the league in assists. It's a good time to run
From
the point.
He's a big
though.
star. You'd know.
I'm going Walmart.
I don't know what that means.
Walgreens.
Oh, we're not playing. Oh,
Walgreens.
Yeah.
that's a terrible
Walgreens.
job out
Yeah,
of me.
it was.
That's terrible.
So just
Because
answer the
that
question.
joke would have been funny, right?
Might have been.
It's funnier than
Walmart, we're all just.
Man, I was wondering why I get no reaction. Do I have to explain what we did on the show yesterday?
Kmart.
I'm very embarrassed right now.
It's
Look away.
That's
Look
a
away.
That's a real podcast.
Oh, he landed the plane. Huh?
And
floor
finally,
here.
Just Add Water with Katie Ledecky.
Wow.
That's a great.
What a great name.
You know, I shit on the puns, but that's a good one. That's a great one. It's too great. Katie Ledecky doesn't have that kind of
I'm
creativity.
going to say fake.
I'm saying that's
I've never
fake.
heard her speak.
Yeah, I'm going fake.
It is a fake.
Oh, such a good one.
Oh,
though.
Katie, hit me up.
Keep that
We'll
one.
do a pod.
Is legal now with Stugotz and Greg Cody.
I'll tell a story if it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
When I first took the first edible I ever took was in New York, and at the time I was breaking the law. Okay, so now you can feel good about telling your story. And the guy told me, "Hey, just eat half of this." And so I ate half, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I didn't feel anything. And he begged me just to eat half. And he did say on the front end it might take a while. But I was impatient.
Right.
Because when you smoke marijuana, you get instant gratification. And waiting an hour or two for something to kick in was not something I was familiar with.
Right.
So I ate another half, which became a full cookie. And 60 minutes later, I don't remember anything. I woke up the next morning on the floor in my wife's uncle's apartment because Abby had to throw me into a cab with her, and she took me home. And I was curled up in the fetal position, and I don't remember a thing after the second half of that cookie.
Wow.
This was last Wednesday. So, with that being said, feel free to share your story of you having 4 cookies in Colorado.
Yeah, I wolfed them down. It was 3 or 4. I didn't know
3
how.
or 4.
Yeah, I
You
wolfed
don't
them
ask.
down.
You don't
Well-
say, "Hey, person I'm purchasing this from, how fast should I do these?"
The guy at the thing, and it was one of those official things where they dress like pharmacists in there, and they sold me a vial of edible cookies, and it was in Colorado, so it's 100% legal. And my wife and I are getting ready to go to dinner. We popped open the thing. She had a nibble of one, and I ate I think probably 2 or 3, and it hit me by the time we got to that restaurant.
I just love how terrified you are of this conversation. You keep throwing in there like it's perfectly legal what I did.
To be fair to Greg, this has not exactly been, the most up and up thing to talk about for 60 years of his life.
Right, exactly.
This is a fairly recent phenomenon. We just go, oh yeah, everything's fine now.
No, and I don't, we did that because we were vacationing in Colorado, and I wanted to
Stop giving qualifiers.
I have to give a qualifier.
Greg, more qualifiers.
It feels better when you're doing it legally. It
right,
does.
I'm gonna. I don't smoke anymore. I mean, I don't do that. I did in
Totally
college.
lying, trying to make them feel better.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Getting away with it was much more fun. Seriously.
I had my day doing that. So
we used to get dime bags at a place in Hillside, Queens. It was called the Tie Door. Oh, was it fantastic? You never saw the guy. You just saw his hand. You would see his
like
hand.
a first touch in a marriage?
Yeah, you would open up this little sliding door in Hillside, Queens. You would see his hand. He would see your hand. You'd never see each other. He'd put weed in your hand. You would put money in his hand, and that was it. That was a transaction. It was great. Called the Tie Door.
Weed first, then money?
Money first.
Oh, there
well,
you go.
it was like you would do it at the same time, but occasionally.
So you'd see both hands.
Yes, correct.
Once every 6 months, you'd hear stories of like some guy sticking his hand and then getting arrested on the spot. The cuffs right on the wrist. That's all you see, the wrist, and then.
I always wondered, is today going to be the day? Because I went every day. And it wasn't far from my house. But is today the day that it's going to be a cop on the other side of that door? I did. I feared that every single day. But it
We go straight to the guest line, and we've got Jessica Smetana from New York City. Hey, Jessica, how's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this voice?
We're doing 20s radio.
Oh, yes, of course. Transatlantic.
Should we talk about filet mignon again?
Yeah.
I agree with Zaslow. It's very delicate cut of meat, and if you eat it, you might turn into a woman. Or worse, a gay man.
Here's the thing, though. Let me reiterate. I love filet mignon. I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Be careful, buddy.
I
Don't
was
eat too much.
told. I was told this.
Yeah, he's a meat ally.
Malai.
Malai.
All about the bone, this one.
Order a raw porterhouse like a man and throw the filet out.
And eat it with your hands,
Don't
right?
cook it. Bare hands. Raw.
Jessica, a lot to talk about today. There's a particular news story that we haven't gotten to, but really raised your eyebrow. It happened.
Can I guess? Can I guess what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, guess what's in the preview right now.
Oh, I can't see the preview,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing it's the dildo. It's
you
the
nailed
dildo.
What?
Yep.
I'm glad we blurred it out because I can't tell what it is.
Could be anything.
That's a dildo?
Someone threw a dildo on the court at the Valkyrie Dream game last night in Atlanta.
And it was like the final minute of a close game, right?
Yes, correct.
Don't you have to go through like detectors when you
Yeah.
get into these arenas? Do you think
Yeah,
that
I'd
somebody?
love it.
Where do you
was
think
like,
he was
oh, yeah,
hiding it?
totally... I didn't know it was a heat.
Also, dildos, metal?
No.
Well, there is a bag policy. I don't know what the
Right.
specific bag policy of this arena is, but
So
I
you're
imagine
either holding it out in the open, you've got it somewhere in your person where
Or-
it kind of sticks out, maybe
Clear
in the
bag.
crotch area, you're trying to get some looks.
What if you do it down your pants, down the side of the
Seems
leg?
like the easiest thing to keister.
Keister, why are you
That's a bit
keistering?
much.
You don't have to do that. Just put it right there on the thigh and be like, hey, man,
Yeah,
what do you
just-
want from me? huh?
Someone just catches the imprint. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Practical use. No, but if you're keistering it,
Nah, but then when you throw it, it's got all types of
yeah.
Debris.
yeah.
It is the more fun
debris.
way, just not the more efficient way.
I like this is our angle. Like, how did they smuggle it in? How?
If it's not metal, you can just bring it in, right? I mean,
were you just asking Jessica how they smuggled it in?
Sure, she's on the story.
I have theories. I mean, so when you go to a professional sporting event, most of them you can only bring in like a small rectangular belt bag now, or you need a clear bag at some arenas. Or you just shove stuff in your pockets. Like whenever I go to a game, I'm like, I have got like lip gloss in my back pocket, phone in my front pocket, keys in my other back. Like I'm just like, just carrying it all in on my body. But yes, I mean, to your point, they must have had to cram it into a smaller bag that security didn't look at, I suppose.
I've got a theory. I've got a crazy theory. Perhaps it's a bold take. What if they didn't try to hide it at all? Yeah, it's in my clear plastic bag. What's this? It's my dildo.
Like what? This whole thing?
it's not metal.
Yeah, like I have a hard
weapon.
time. I have a hard time believing on the list of things. You know, there's a sign outside the building. You cannot bring in alcohol.
The
Cannot
things
bring
with the
firearms.
circle and the line through it.
It definitely doesn't say can't bring in dildos.
No.
How did they smuggle it into the Bills game a few years ago? Remember when that happened?
They do that all the time, though. It feels like every year somebody's throwing a dildo at a Bills game.
Is there a message that comes
That's
with
true.
throwing the dildo onto the floor, or is it
Message in
just
a bottle?
ha, look, it's a fake penis?
You know what? That's a good question.
I'm gonna look up the meaning of throwing a dildo.
Because especially at a women's basketball game, right? Like
This game sucks. Boom. Dildo.
I guess
Here's a dildo.
We're a step closer to equality.
Because dildos are flying. Also, the choice of color. Lime green.
Bright.
That's going to show up on TV.
Yeah, I would have gone with flesh.
Maybe you know
Flesh
how
blends
like it's a thing back in the day where if a comedian is bad, like you throw lettuce at them or you throw like a tomato at them.
How far back in the day?
Lettuce.
Back in the day.
You got
I
that
mean,
wrong.
you do look like
Minstrel
Gallagher,
shows?
so
Like it's impossible if it's a terrible
Because they're
game.
wrong
You throw
produce.
dildos. Is that what's happening there?
Well, what to your point, it was a good game.
Yeah,
I
it was a
mean,
good game,
The
I know,
Dream,
yeah.
the Dream are a top 3 or 4 team this season. The Valkyries, this is their first season in the WNBA, but they've been very good, very underrated, I guess you could say. So it was a tie game. It was close, and this caused a pretty long delay. I was watching the game, and I saw something flash by
long
the
delay?
screen.
Hold on. Did it hit a drink?
I think they were trying to figure out who threw it. I think it might have I saw one post game interview and the players were like, "Well, it almost hit someone on the team." So I think they were trying to kick the person out.
You're
that
just
did
gonna
it.
pick it up?
Right? Yeah, I don't know. Also, whose job is it to touch it? I wouldn't want that.
What if they were
job.
just returning it to somebody and just the person didn't catch it? Hey, here's your dildo. Oh.
Or even worse, what if someone was, I don't know if you guys saw this other video, the Yankees-Phillies game, and there's a couple
God.
in the upper deck
Oh, I saw.
I
it.
saw
going
this.
to town, and I'm thinking, well, maybe we got a situation here where someone got a little too exuberant, and it's like, yeah, let's have some fun.
Zaz,
here
you
to
saw
go,
that?
Whoa! Like,
In
no,
the-
it's on the
in the
floor.
Zaslow Mansion?
Whoa, it's on the floor.
Whoa! Juggling it the
Bachelor
whole
this
way
week.
down.
And that
Pachyderm. with the pizza.
The punishment should be if you throw that on the court, they find who it is before they start the game up again, and they make you go down in front of everyone and pick it up, and then walk of shame you out of the arena.
You pause very slowly after go down. And they make you go down like, ah!
I'm with Izzy. I think that someone was just trying to return it to a friend and overthrew it.
Here you go. Hey, man, over here.
You got them borrowing that like sugar?
Like they texted each other earlier in the day, hey, when can I give this back to you? I'm going to be at the game tonight. Me too.
What if it's the beer guy? Got your head fresh dildos, hot fresh over there.
Maybe because there used to be a Marlin at the Marlins game, a guy would sell peanuts, and the way to get the money.
Sell what?
Peanuts. And the way to. He would toss you the bag of peanuts.
The guy with the big elephant.
Yes. Oh, no, that's the beer guy.
R.I.P.
That's a
That's the
different
beer
guy.
guy.
It was the
R.I.P.
guy with the fake glasses.
R.I.P.
He was like wearing like a fake
The
glass
guy
and
with
nose.
the elephant.
He would
Oh,
throw and
elephant
then
hat guy's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
A couple years ago, I think.
He would throw you a tennis ball with a little slit in it, and you would put the cash in the tennis ball, and then throw the
Guy
tennis
was
ball back.
way
to him.
ahead of his time.
Maybe there was a little slit in the dildo, and it was like a
probably
beer
was.
guy throwing.
By
Hey, throw me
design.
your. You throw you the dildo, put the cash in it, chuck the dildo back.
Better surface area to catch,
Oh.
right, than a tennis ball. It's a little too small. Sometimes people can't.
That tennis ball
You should
thing was awesome.
replace the
Also-
fine bucket with that.
Aerodynamic. You know, you throw it, gets spiral.
Chris, that is a
Oh,
very
spiral,
silly theory.
Tremendous.
Chris, come on.
Tremendous. What else from the world of sports? Actually, before we get to the world of sports, Jessica, I do have a question for you. I'm going, against my better judgment, I have a Chicago trip coming up.
Oh, exciting.
Notoriously, me and the city of Chicago don't get along.
But you're going in the summer, which is a
Going in the
step in
summer.
the right direction.
I've done it in the summer before and also been let down. So this is me. I'm leaving myself to the whims of a Chicago lover like yourself. what are things I should do? I'm going to be there for like 2 days. So what should I do when I'm in Chicago?
Stay inside. Board up.
Thank you, Zagaki.
Is Crook Ron Emanuel still there?
Crooked Ron Emanuel.
If you can go to a Cubs game,
okay, that's on the list.
Enjoy that area. Get some drinks beforehand. Go to the game, get some drinks or dinner afterwards. That's a fun activity.
Where do I go beforehand in Wrigleyville? Give me some names of places. All I know that place was on Bar Rescue.
Wait, which place was that?
I think it's called Home Run or whatever. I don't know.
There's this place directly, like diagonally across. If you ever go in front, and there's a
Cubby Bear.
large man. Ooh, I think it might be Cubby Bear.
Sportsbook.
Say hello to Leroy for me.
Right, go to the DraftKings Sportsbook first.
Absolutely.
But then there's Cubby Bear. They have usually, if it's like a Friday afternoon game, they'll usually have some sort of cover band playing in the evening. I have gotten very intoxicated there before. Sluggers is the place with the batting cages where you can go. It's going to be busy if there's a Cubs home game.
I mean, I got a spot for you. Boys Town, just write it down.
Yeah, Boys Town is fun. Murphy's, you can go get a shot of Malort. Have you had Malort before?
I have. Sadly, I have had.
What's the deal with the Malort?
You have?
What's the deal with Malort?
It gives you farts.
I had Malort, I think, 3 months ago.
But what's the deal with it?
It's awful.
Wait, why did you have Malort?
Because I have friends who are from Chicago who are like, we got to do Malort. And I'm like, what's Malort? Like, oh, you'll love it.
Usually they say you'll hate it, and you're like, then why am I drinking? And they're like, oh, because you got to do it. It's so fun.
No, they know me.
It's
so
the
like,
Chicago Aguardiente.
Really? It
Much
tastes
worse.
It tastes like a fart?
No, it tastes great. I'll send some to the studio. You could try it next week.
You got to go to the big building, right? What's it called? The
Willis Tower.
Willis Tower.
Which
thank
build?
you.
Which
The
big building?
That's only the one. The big building.
No, there's the
There's
Hancock
a great
building
one.
too.
I know all about it.
Willis Tower. It's the big building.
Let me just be clear here.
Beautiful building.
I don't need your non-Chicago ass.
No.
That you're Googling.
You're
Googling it, Izzy? What the
I'm
Izzy
showing you
goes every
pictures of
June
where I went,
for
and
Pride
they have
and
this
Black
sky deck.
football.
Are you doing a handstand?
No, Anthony is. They have the sky deck where it's like full of glass, and you're overseeing the city, and you can do
Yes,
any
that's
kind
at the
of crazy
Willis Tower.
poses.
I think
I don't do
the
that.
Hancock building
Camera or
has
something. People wanna see it.
I don't like that.
bar.
I'll send it to them.
Wait, hold on.
I think the Hancock building, if it's still open, I don't know if it's still open. They have like a really high up bar.
Hancock?
Hancock, as in
Like
John
John.
Hancock.
Got it.
And the bean.
Hey.
Yeah, there's a bean.
Bean? Does the Bean have a bar?
The Nutella store.
No.
Hard to find.
There's
There
a
is
big
a-
Starbucks.
With Nutella
Yes,
store,
Nutella
does it
store.
sell anything other than Nutella?
It sells a lot of things made with Nutella.
But wait, Billy can't give recommendations because you purposely gave Taylor recommendations of places you didn't like in Chicago.
No, I
Like the
recommended
Starbucks
those
place.
places.
Didn't you recommend a Starbucks?
Yeah,
just
just said
did.
again. Yeah, the roastery. 3 stories.
Again, let me ask the Chicago person the solutions, not you guys.
If you want to walk around, are you a walker? I mean, if you want to walk up like the river or the Lake Michigan and then like the Chicago River Walk, that whole area is very scenic. I love the museum campus, but if you're only there for a couple days, you might not want to spend too much time in museums.
the
But
lake,
the Field
swimmable?
Museum, the lake is swimmable. Yeah, it's very cold.
Okay,
It's
then
very,
that's
very
not.
cold.
Then
There-
that's not.
there-
No, it's not
Just,
swimmable.
just that's an X on
No,
that.
it's swimmable.
It's swimmable if you're
No,
a Chicago
I
person,
just
but-
look. I wrote Lake Michigan.
beautiful.
When you said
Lake
swimmable,
water.
and then you said it's cold, and I just did the Ghostbusters no around it.
I noticed you didn't actually write down Boys Town.
If it's cold in the water, but it's warm in the
I
air,
don't
it feels
care.
very nice.
I don't care. I need warm water. That's a California thing. They're like, oh, our beaches are just as good as Florida. I'm like, no, it's not.
Freezing.
Freezing.
It's freezing. It's freezing. I don't want a wetsuit.
Cold plunge.
Yeah, but South Florida, the beach is too hot. Like the water's too
love
hot
it.
in the summer. It's
love
it's
it.
bath water.
That's what I like. Taking a bath out here.
Yeah, I
Take a
went
bath
the other
with some
day, and it was just
stingrays.
the entire coastline in Fort Lauderdale was covered with seaweed. Like you had to wade through the seaweed just to get to the water, and it also like tints the water, so it just looks like you're swimming in poop water. It's kind of gross.
This is this is Izzy's blown source right here doing a handstand. Doing a handstand. Was this before or after the guy died?
Wait a second. This is my current partner, not my dead ex-husband.
Wow.
Oh, that
Whoa, where'd that come from? He's talking about the guy at the parade, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he was talking about the guy with
Was this
yeah, a lot of
pre-parade or
death in my-
post-parade?
No, the parade guy was several years
What are
ago.
we doing here?
That was
What
2008.
What are we doing?
What dead
Hey,
fish was that?
I mean, that's what I thought when he asked the question.
It was a complicated, dead exes club. Is
That's terrifying, by the way. I would never do
It
a
is.
handstand
I would
on
never
that
do
Which is
that.
why
glass floor.
I went to a lot more like decent pose. I just kind of made
L-shape?
an L shape.
It's very rushed. You got people. You got 90 seconds. It's like I don't know what to do. I didn't think about it.
I'll just be an L. No one dies in an L shape.
Exactly.
I mean, you should.
AJ, what do I
that.
do? P&L.
You should recreate this exact photo and the handstand.
Well, and he's wearing those shoes right now, so I could borrow the shoes off
same
him.
shorts too, actually. Man,
Wow.
I love it. I mean, so there's a lot of touristy things you could do. I highly recommend them. Do a river tour on the boat, like the architecture tour.
Architecture tour is
Highly recommend the boat.
Can you drink on the
architecture
boat?
tour.
Vince Vaughn is the tour guide.
Is he? Oh man, land, sea, and air. They got the land and the sea. Now the air part, we're still waiting on that.
You can skip Portillo's.
We got him in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Been to it. I already had this conversation with Jessica. Not impressed.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Not
of
as
Chicago.
good as it used to be.
Bunch of Chicago people in Arizona.
Yeah,
that
too
have migrated.
Yeah, those are the ones
Bill
that
Bond?
that tell you to do Malort.
Any restaurant with goat in it, because that's Stephanie. What's her face?
Girl and the goat. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there's 3 of them. They're
Stephanie
amazing.
Any
A lot of good
restaurant with
restaurants.
goat?
Yes. they
Stephanie,
have,
what's her face? Make sure you write that down.
Goat.
Top Chef winner. Starts with an R, I want to say.
I don't know her last
What
name.
It starts with an I. Izzard.
This is your
Stephanie
area of
Izzard.
expertise, Izzy.
I'll
Chef-
ask Tom
Chef.
Havistrow, who hosts the most popular Top Chef podcast. It's called Pack Your Knives Wherever You Get
On the
podcasts.
planet, by the way.
Can I change
That's
the
real?
subject back
Yes,
to
that's
something that you guys were talking about earlier that you didn't mention something
Are we
from?
done with the Chicago suggestions?
Ooh, all cheval or small cheval
What?
for burgers. Excellent.
They have that in New
I'm sorry,
York
it's
now
called-
too, though.
All cheval
All
Oh,
sh-
cheval.
all-
O-A-U space
A-U.
cheval.
Hey,
or small
cheval.
cheval.
Small cheval. What's small cheval?
That's close to Boys Town, actually.
It's like the little. There's a couple of them now. I think it's like a little diner.
Is it
version of
like a
cheval.
life-changing burger? Or it's like it's a burger.
Really good burger.
Okay.
Jess, what else did you want to talk about?
Seriously, we got a means like travel tips already out the way, right? We're good?
Sorry, guys. Maybe if you stop interrupting, I would have got these answers sooner. What else
This
you
is
got
the
for
most
us?
pleasant conversation about Chicago I've ever had with Amin, so I'm enjoying
Trying.
it thoroughly.
See, I'm open.
Liam Neeson reportedly in a relationship
Yes.
with Pam Anderson, his co-star,
You've gone too far.
in Naked Gun.
Not a
You guys
relationship.
did not mention. No,
We're just talking.
no. It said they were sincerely enjoying each other's company.
No.
I read a whole article.
I think they were on the Today Show, and the host like directly asked them, like, "So you guys a couple or what?"
And they were being so weird about it.
I think it's because it's all a stunt, right? I mean, that's what this all feels like.
No.
You believe it, Jess? We believe in this?
I believe it. I don't believe Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are dating. That was another report
That's
that I
Pam
read.
Anderson?
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen her face just does not look familiar.
Well, it's because she's
I think she looks pretty good. I'll be
She,
honest.
she famously is like going no makeup. That's like her thing now.
Oh, okay.
And,
doing
and
that for
good,
a while,
good
yeah.
for her. She should
Yeah,
have
she
been doing
looks
that
great.
for a while. She looks great without makeup
I think she
on.
looks really good.
I agree.
I didn't say she looked
That's
good. I
why-
said she was unrecognizable.
That's why.
yes.
That's
We
not
don't need
Liam
your
Neeson.
opinions on women, Izzy.
Thank you. You're right. You're right.
Liam could use some makeup.
Let me stick to the gay steak over here.
Liam's like 73 or something. He looks great for 73, right?
He is much older. I was watching Father of the Bride for the first time a couple weeks ago, and Steve Martin, the first one, the Steve Martin
the second one, because the first one was in the 60s or something.
Okay, the reboot then. The first version of the reboot was Steve Martin. He is 42 apparently when they filmed
Oh
it,
my
and
God.
he is so gray. Like not gray. He's his hair is so white.
Steve Martin might be
And-
the best Mike Ryan trick of just look old when you're younger because he looked like
Yeah, 'cause
he
now
looked
he
good
looks-
at
he's-
30, 35, but he
Still
still
looks
looked
42,
older.
kind of.
I thought Larry David's the king of that.
He went a little,
Sam
a
Elliott.
little too far with the hair.
Sam Elliott looks great.
Sam
Steve
Elliott?
Martin.
Steve
Also
Martin.
the best.
Yeah, proud comic.
Did somebody say Elliott?
No.
Every
We were doing a
time
thing over
he
here. and
did a bit in the movie with like a basketball or something, I would just be like prop comic, and then I'd be like, God damn it, I gotta stop saying that. I don't know what I'm watching this movie with knows what I'm talking about. It's terrible.
If you're Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry, you can definitely have a private dinner if you want to have a private dinner. Like getting caught by paparazzi having dinner together
for
is
sure.
very much like, okay.
I mean, he's a former prime minister. I don't know. There's a lot of privacy there.
No, come on.
Really? You don't think if the two of them didn't want that out, that wouldn't
When's the
have been
last time you
seen?
saw Obama at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't happen.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sometimes I tell Michelle, Sasha Malia, I gotta wait until you guys go on a cruise, and then I've got the whole house to myself. And I can Bachelor Week. I
Chili's,
can eat whatever I want.
What do you eat?
They went to 3 different locations.
Well, I'll go to a steakhouse first night, date night, put on a collared shirt, sit at the bar.
Obama seems like a filet guy.
What kind of steak?
Well, no, I don't know if I don't know about that filet because I've heard. Listen, it's not my opinion. Heard from some folks
You
across
too?
the aisle.
I thought you were an ally.
Some folks across the aisle said it's a feminine cut of meat.
Bastards.
But I got some confirmation from misogynist Bain that it's all good. So second night, I had pizza. You know what I had on it? Whatever I wanted.
Balls.
Whatever I had meatballs on it. That's right. Then the third night, I had Thai food.
Thai food
with orange chicken.
No, it's honey chicken.
Chicken fried rice.
With an
matter with
egg roll.
No sharing either.
Duck sauce.
No sharing.
Oh man, Jessica, what's up? What else is going on? Save me.
Cam Brink is back.
Cameron Brink is back, or is she here? Because technically, this is her debut, right?
Of the season.
Well, of the season, yeah. She's been out for 13 months.
Did she
with
tear her
the
ACL before the
meniscus.
season started?
No, she played like 5
No.
games or something last year, right?
Yeah, she was averaging like 2.5 blocks per game. It was crazy. But then she had like the bad knee injury, and she finally was back. She's on a minutes restriction. She's on the Sparks. I think their defense is going to get a lot better. Hot take with Cam Brink back because she's like a blocking machine. And maybe they'll make a little bit of a run in the playoffs now. It's very exciting.
Let her cook.
Jessica, I want to ask you.
Make her cook.
Make her cook. Jessica, I want to ask you a question. On the latest episode of Basketball Illuminati, which you can get wherever you get podcasts, we talked about. We've been talking a lot of Michael Beasley talk lately. And one of the things when we were talking about the Michael Beasley case, we went into the Jonte Porter stuff, and Jonte Porter was able to affect unders on prop bets
Malik
on him.
Beasley.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Malik Beasley. Okay. Michael Beasley's his dad. Malik Beasley. But Jonte Porter's able to affect unders by having injuries and then leaving early. And so it got me thinking about the WNBA. And first of all, it's way more financially vulnerable of a population, right, of athletes than NBA players. Do you think it's possible that there could be a gambling scandal within the WNBA? I mean, just theoretically. I'm not saying
Theoretically, sure. I mean, there's been gambling scandals in like college baseball and like a ton of sports with, less eyeballs. So yeah, I mean, theoretically, I think anything is really possible with this stuff. It would be obviously terrible if that happened, but you might not find out about it for years, like in this case.
Yeah.
Jess, let me ask you something I saw about Paige Beckers the other day. There's this weird clip that was circulating online where the coach is drawing up a play, and everyone's like, you know what I'm talking about. And everyone's dissecting, like, Paige Beckers looks like
And
she
her
doesn't
teammate.
she doesn't approve.
All the
Haley
teammates
Jones-
kind of looked zoned out.
Haley Jones and Paige Beckers were both just like, oh.
I feel like it's kind of unfair, that clip, but I don't know. Like, am I missing something there? Do they not like the coach?
Yes, I think Wings fans don't like Chris Colclanis because it's like his first year. He's a younger coach. I think they it is a tough name to say. All of the first year head coaches in the WNBA this season, including like the Chicago Sky's head coach, they have all within like the first 3 games of the season, a lot of the fans have been like, fire them, they suck. And it's like, whoa. It's like their first time being a head coach in the WNBA. Like, maybe give them a season to see if they figure it out. Like it happened last season with the Indiana Fever and Christy Sides. Like, were they terrible at the start of the season? Yes. Did they get better throughout the season? Also, yes. I mean, they were pretty good when the season ended compared to where they started. Maybe she should have gotten a little bit more credit, but fans were like, fire her. And eventually the Fever did. Incidentally, like this, I've seen a lot of fans also unhappy with Steph White, who replaced Christy Sides at Indiana because they haven't been, they haven't finished games well, I guess you could say.
But Caitlin Clark seems to like her, right?
Well, I think all the players seem to like her. But to your point about the video going viral, like, I just think there is so much more, and it happened very quickly. There's so much more scrutiny on, especially the first year coaches and the coaches of these like superstars like Paige Beckers, who has so many fans and like so many people watching her every move and dissecting her, everything she does on the court, everything she's wearing. Like they are just like, they love Paige Beckers. And so they're going to take a freeze frame from a clip if it supports the narrative that like she's, the best person on this team and like needs more support and needs a better coach, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not saying that there isn't some truth to it. Like the Wings are a little bit of a mess. They've been better over the last like month, I would say, but yeah, I think there's just like heightened scrutiny over
I'm curious, though, like,
all these coaches.
What makes you think it's unfair?
Oh, because I mean, you could take a screen grab or a 1.5 second video clip of anything and make it look the way you want based on your
saying
narrative.
they're unfairly sort of projecting this idea that Paige and her teammate are not a fan of their coach.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
would be a bad thing, I guess, in general. But this happens in sports all the time. Like all the time where
Right.
players openly will show, whether it's body language or whether it's with their words, that they don't like what the coach is doing. They don't like the coach. Amin and I were just talking about it before when Billy Donovan, his first year in OKC, they pretty much learned, hey, whatever Billy tells us to do the opposite, and then we'll be successful.
I think it's important to take anything you see on the internet with a grain of salt and not just use it as like the only evidence to support one thing. But to your point, like this phenomenon has been around for a long time. There was a video last year of on the LSU bench during a game where Kim Mulkey was drawing up a play and Haley Van Lith looked super confused. And that went viral because it was like, oh my God, like this is, it supported the theory, which I think was true, that Haley Van Lith was a bad fit at LSU. She wasn't playing what Kim wanted her to do. And like, it was just overall a bad choice for her to transfer. And that clip became like the symbol of that. So yes, it's happened for a long, long time. But I would say like Paige Beckers, Haley Van Lith, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, like all these players have tons of people online posting videos and freeze frames of them constantly. So you're just going to see more of it now.
There was also, you guys remember Austin Reeves' rookie year. There was a game in Brooklyn where LeBron is explaining something to him, and the look on Austin Reeves' face is literally, I don't know what the F he's talking about. Right? But it's just like, all right.
What about the game where LeBron, what was the coach who got fired after
David
the
Blatt.
first year? David Blatt, where the play was called for somebody else, and he's like, and he
I
just walked out and changed it.
No, and then he talked about it. Yeah, that play. I had to put my foot down and change it. He had some words like that.
Is it common in the NBA for like a coach to be drawing up a play and they're just kind of looking at each other like, we're not doing that shit?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the triangle in Michael Jordan, where you just you figure out the offense so well that you know where you can sort of break free, and then you just do your thing. And when you succeed, like Michael Jordan does, what's Phil Jackson going to say?
There's a very funny clip of Randy Whitman, I think. He's holding the clipboard and he keeps flipping it. Like he's like trying to figure out how he's trying to hold it. And Bradley Beal's in the background, like looking around, like what the hell is happening here? No, let me tell you right now, Jessica. I'll tell you why I don't trust that coach. I don't like that coach because he has a man bun. You can't project authority. No, you can't project authority with your hair looking like it's 1965 and you're on the beach somewhere.
What kind of steak do you think he gets?
He gets a filet mignon.
Probably a pescatarian.
Yeah, probably doesn't eat meat. I can't respect the man bun.
It makes me
authority.
It makes me look like you're right. It makes me think that the person is a little too relaxed.
Yeah,
That's all
man.
I think of when I think of the man.
Isn't that a good quality to have in a coach?
You know what? It could
you're
be.
Chill under pressure.
Absolutely.
Too relaxed mean not putting it in a bun?
What's the most frantic haircut?
Oh, whatever Hubie Brown had, that weird curl.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think his hair is pretty nice, honestly.
What, Hubie Brown?
No.
Hubie Brown which year?
Okay.
Hubie Brown when he had the crazy curls.
Oh, so not Burt Bacharach, Hubie Brown.
No, the one like when he was
coaching the Knicks.
Yep, that Hubie Brown. Oh my God, that hair.
It's good
Team
hair.
Gatorade, by the way.
Sorry.
Let her cook.
Oh.
Those silly women. They didn't know what their marketing campaign even meant.
Sticking with the wings, why is Arike Onwale having such a struggle this year?
It's I think it's a combination of like just when they started the season, they made some moves and some trades. The front court was not very good. I think her shots haven't been going in. I think she's just been in a little bit of a slump. But I think it's tough to say because I think there's like a real thing where there may just need to be more chemistry, and it was tough at the beginning of the season because Paige Beckers missed a few games with a concussion and there's been injuries and all of that, so it's just hard I think to build a rapport with especially like a rookie teammate when Arike's got like a very specific playing style, and when the shots don't fall and the threes don't fall, like her numbers aren't good, but there's probably a number of factors that go into it.
Coaches you can't take seriously because of their hair.
Oh my God!
Y'all remember the Liberty coach
who went viral for this.
Richie Adubato?
Oh, is that his name?
No, I don't know.
Oh, no, that's not his name. But he had the Beijing thing across the front. It was just terrible. I'll give it the video. Put it up there.
I'll tell you one that you absolutely can't trust. Rex Ryan's brother. The reason why Rex Ryan was a head coach and Rob Ryan was
hair, yeah.
was just
No,
some-
Rob Ryan. Do you guys remember the interview clip we played with Rob Ryan that was from last year? He's like the USC linebackers coach now, I believe. And we need to bring that back before college football season. I love Rob Ryan's hair. It is luxurious.
That's why he's never been a
It's
head
a
coach.
coordinator hair, not
It's
a
coordinator
not a
hair.
head
That's
coach
not head coach
yeah.
hair. That's not a head coach
That's
hair.
why Capers much better as a coordinator than a head coach.
Don Capers, man, that comb over in a jet black.
It's dull hair.
Yeah. Gene Katie, how long are you going to hold on to that, man?
I mean, he was successful.
How long did you have to hold on to that, though?
There was a lot going on there.
I don't think there's any current NFL coaches whose hair I don't respect.
They're
you
all
guys
young-
think
they're-
of one?
They're young. That's the problem, right? They're
Not
young.
all of them. I mean, Andy Reid.
Andy, that's true.
Sean
Tomlin.
McVay still has like the 2000s like down and then up.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. look.
Sneaky
like it.
island
Yeah.
that he's covering up because of how he's
pushing up
Have
the
you
hair.
guys watched
Kingsbury's got
the
some
quarterback
coverage.
show on Netflix? The one with Joe Burrow and okay. I would say Joe Burrow in theory very interesting. In interviews, not as interesting.
There's the Liberty coach I was talking about.
This dude
You
right
can't
here.
look at
That's
this guy.
crazy.
This dude right
Describe
here.
it.
Okay, so he's got a George Jefferson natural hair, but he went to the barber and he got the Carlos Boozer Beijing fill-in so that it
Just on the tape though.
Just on the tape. Even the George Jefferson has a little bit of Afro puffs to it because it's got a
Yeah.
little bit of body there.
Who told him
I
that's
thought
good?
you meant like New York Liberties. I was
That's
like,
why I said
Tony
Richie
Rondello?
Adubato. That's why I said Richie Adubato. It was like, because he has all that red hair and stuff.
You meant the men's basketball team at Liberty University.
Correct, yes,
Oh,
obviously.
Okay.
University of North Carolina, Charlotte, 15 years ago, had this dude. We were talking about like, hey, if you have a sloped head, like the hairline receding doesn't look as bad. The dude at University of Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte, he literally, his hair just started like in the middle of his head, but it was edged up, and I was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I couldn't stop staring at it every time they interviewed him. I just kept looking at his hair. Thank God I never had to scout. If I had to scout, I'd been just like looking at this guy. Hey, how's the kid from North Carolina, Charlotte?
No
idea. I was just staring at this dude's hair the whole time. Jeez. What else you got, Jeff?
I tried to come up with a top 5 baseball things like Zaz did, but I only have 3.
You only got 3 things.
Yeah.
Jessica, what do you
Top
love about
3.
baseball?
Oh man. It was sad to see that Ryan Sandberg passed away. That's not a happy place to take it though. What I love about baseball, I like going to baseball games. I like I did a top 5 list of things you do at a baseball game like a month ago.
I remember that.
I will stand by that list.
Oh, actually, repeat it for me because I'm going to a Cubs game maybe, and I want to know.
Okay, number 1 was get buzzed and go to the merch store.
Merch store, not going to do that. Got it.
On a buzz.
Okay, I will get
That part
buzzed though.
you will
Really
do.
nice Cubs jackets
Not going to go to
there,
the
though.
merch store though, so I'm crossing that one out. Ghostbusters, no. Number 2.
There was wander around the concourse looking for food and then go back to your
Wander.
seat and then go back to the concourse and just settle on whatever.
So
has the
basically,
shortest
a
line.
baseball game. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Number
and then
3.
start to fill out a card, but then give up.
You know what? I'll beat you to it. I'll give up before I even start. Number 4.
I can't remember the other 2. I mean, you're
All
putting
right,
me on the
it's all
spot.
good. This is the guy. Put it on the screen. This was his hairline, and I was supposed to be able to focus on something else.
I just don't understand like the barber situation, whoever's cutting his hair, because that's clearly not a professional doing it if you look at the back.
So he's what, the head coach of Charlotte basketball, right?
At the
University of
time.
Charlotte
At the
basketball.
time.
And they they're looking into a mirror and they're just like, yeah, no, we got it.
You're talking about the barber.
Yeah.
How about the players? How were you recruited? This guy came into your living room looking like this, and you were like, I'll go there. And then when he got there, he's drawing up plays and telling you stuff, and you're able to focus and not just stare about what's going on there.
Imagine you're a player and you're like, I got this great scholarship offer. I'm going to get a lot of playing time. It's a great location. It's going to be close to home. Oh, what's the problem, honey? Well, Mom, the coach has a bad haircut.
His hairline literally starts in the middle of his head.
He would look good bald too. He's got a nice shaped head.
And also, I think you're missing the point here, Jessica. It's not what's the problem, honey. It's I'm not letting my baby play for no man who looks in the mirror every day and thinks that's all right.
You got to
You're
have a
saying that
self-awareness.
the mom's like, sorry, honey, I didn't hear you. I was looking at the coach's.
Let's take out a loan instead of a scholarship because of his haircut.
I mean, that man woke up every day and said to himself, you know what? I'm good to go. That right there, bad decision making. I do not want him leading my child.
You got to think to yourself, if this is what you deem to be acceptable, what else do you deem to be acceptable?
Some people just don't care about their vanity as much as specifically the men in the 2 rooms that I'm looking at right now.
That's the problem, Jessica. If he
Mike
didn't,
Ryan, his head just perked up. He's like, I think she meant me.
A little bit of a defensive look on his face.
Jessica, if he didn't care, it would have just been grown out. But the problem is, this man clearly goes to a barber regularly to keep it maintained.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, okay.
How's Wild Billy Wednesday?
Is it on the barber to?
No, the barber's keeping this alive. The barber knows, hey, I got a good client here. He's gonna come back. Let me hit him up
Tips
and be like, buddy, you're good.
Do
you got a
you,
couple
like,
more years? Don't worry.
Would you allow your barber to be like, this is not working? Like, I feel like I'd
tell
be
me?
offended.
No, man, I trust my barber.
I would appreciate that.
I would have my barber. I would just tell him, while I'm cutting your hair, just Google bad hairlines and then just see what the internet's making fun of, and then see if you want me to keep going this way.
Are your barbers like honest with you, or are they like delusional with you? Like they tell you just kind of like what you want to hear? Because I have a barber who asked me probably like the rudest question that I've ever been asked. So I was
He asked if Billy's a cop.
Well, no, that too. He thought I was a cop for a long time.
That is offensive.
Yeah, but no, it got worse. So then on the opposite end of the spectrum, he's cutting my hair and he's like, like doing like a fade in the back or whatever. And he's telling me, he's like, man, this is really hard because like, he's like, are you like really stressed right now? Because you're like, it seems like you're losing a lot of hair. He's like, it's either that or like you're a drug addict, but I don't think you're a drug addict. And I was like, nah, well, this isn't the most stress-free haircut at the moment, but the guy straight up asked me, are you a drug addict because your hair is bad?
Stugotz is traveling a lot. Dan texts me at 6 a.m.
6
I
a.m.
guess you could say I'm stressed.
Yeah, late.
So this barber of yours just decided he's like a doctor and he's just going to like feel up your hair and start giving you diagnoses?
Well, okay, so I didn't know this until I went to the dermatologist. We talked about my dermatologist thing.
Yeah.
No. So like I went to the dermatologist, I guess right after the barber. I go to the dermatologist once a year. I did my check-in a couple weeks ago. When I get there, the dermatologist is like, so have you been using the shampoo? And I was like, what shampoo? And she's like, last time you were here, you said that you were worried about thinning hair. Shampoo. I was like, was it a prescription? Like, I don't even remember this conversation happening. And then I started replaying it in my head. I was like, oh, yeah, that's because like I got a haircut the day before, and the guy said I was a drug addict that was losing all his hair. So I must have asked, the dermatologist, like, do you think there's something I should do about this?
But you never actually did anything about it.
I never did anything about it. I guess I got over it, yeah.
I know the
Still
shampoo.
losing hair?
I don't know. I thought I was okay.
Well, what'd your barber say last time you were there?
We didn't talk about that. Yeah, well, I mean, he's asked if I was a cop
He
a
went back
number
to
of
the
times.
cops?
Yeah,
That's kind of his go-to thing.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
First he wanted
That's the
drugs
law.
off of you, and then when you weren't a drug dealer, he's like, oh, maybe you're a cop.
Not dealer addict. That's what was causing me to lose the hair.
Tomato.
But he thought you were like a detective, right? Like not a regular cop. He thought like you were like a desk cop.
Yeah, he did say that. He's like, not even like, not like a real cop. Like you have
Oh,
a
you're
desk job
Columbo.
cop.
He
Yeah,
fixed it.
A pencil pusher.
yeah, exactly. No, you can't be out in the field. You
What
crazy?
a backhanded compliment. You look like a cop, but one of those that works behind the desk over
You
there.
look like you do desk pops.
Away
sometimes.
from the
You
action.
ever do a desk pop? Yeah, you just want to let it off one time. Just do a desk pop.
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't either.
No one gets the references.
No,
I'm
we're not
sick and tired of
cops.
this show. Nobody's seen the other guys. Nobody.
Not my
I'm
favorite.
the only one.
I've seen the other
I mean,
guys.
I've seen
just
it,
don't
but
know
it's
that.
just a
A
movie.
desk pop. It was a thing.
Are you doing a desk pop now? Is that what this is?
How's it always everyone else?
Why? Yeah. And also, it's just a strange reaction to get up and leave, espally for a show that
It's
kicks
the
people
chair,
out so
though.
willingly.
It's not
the
strange
chair, the
here.
chair.
Yeah,
The
that's
chair makes
normal in
you
that
do
chair.
stuff.
Just get up, walk
True.
away
I
whenever
feel like
you want.
whenever he does like things with me, he just wants to get up and leave.
That is a
angrily.
thing.
Yeah.
Dan does it during my segment all the time.
Yeah, it look, man. There's.
Are you wishing you got hung up on today or no?
Me?
Yeah, you
No,
could have been out
I'm
of here
having
5
fun.
minutes ago.
My favorite classes are the ones when the teacher's gone, and it's just we're all hanging out.
Those are the best classes.
Yeah.
Subscribe to The Echoes, or is it just Echoes?
The Echoes.
So is
ND
it?
Pod.
It's like the Goo Goo Dolls, where everyone will call it Echoes, but it's
Pretty sure
actually
it's just
The Echoes.
Goo Goo Dolls.
No,
It's
they're-
the Echoes. We're on all the places you get your podcast, and we're on YouTube. And so far, the reception has been amazing, and I'm so grateful. And if you're a Le Batard Show fan and you don't like Notre Dame, you could just subscribe or like my posts. You don't have to listen to it if you want to support me, or maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay too. Stop sending me angry messages about like, why did you start a Notre Dame podcast? Because I'm getting paid to talk about Notre Dame. I was supposed to say no because a bunch of people want me to talk about more than just Notre Dame. Well, that's what I'm here for. So you're welcome.
Jess, I was following a truck yesterday and it had a Pittsburgh Steelers sticker on one side and a Notre Dame sticker on the other side. And I was just like, Jess moved back, and it wasn't you.
Is that why you were following them?
No, it's just behind him, a red light.
Sorry.
Jess, big news. You see, Sunday
Yeah.
Night Football tweeted out.
No, what is it?
Carrie Underwood back for the 13th season.
No comment.
Oh my